dwarven thrower.
Yeah, you were basically a cyborg by the end.
I never attuned to it, by the way. I never got to attune to that dwarven thrower. I died before I could.
Javelin of lightning off a cliff.
I never said he was accurate.
Conrad threw all of the weapons, okay? Let's just be like, he threw weapons more than he used them.
I threw myself more than I threw weapons.
All right.
You just like to throw things and open doors.
Now that Ben is here, we can go ahead and get started. Welcome, sir. And
you guys would have already gone.
Yeah, welcome everyone to session 4 of Amarillo Skies. Say hi, or say yeehaw, everyone.
Yeehaw,
everyone.
Oh, ye.
Ha. Why does no one ever ask me, ha, ye? So, let's see. Just to catch everyone up, after Mayor Longhorn Jack's funeral, our yees and haws were able to talk and converse with a few people that they were seeing, that they saw in a photograph that Mayor Longhorn Jack left to his son Maverick. Learned a few names of the people that were in the Longhorn gang. Fox had a chance encounter with a Vistani seer and had her fortune read. And Scratch was recruited by Maverick to ask some folks to help him go down into the Amarillo gold mine and find out what it was that Longhorn Jack found down there. So Scratch recruited Rebecca and Valron, who brought along Roger and Blythe with them, and they all rendezvoused with Fox and made their way out to the mine. And I'm going to turn it over to you guys to tell us what happened down in the mine.
So Maverick needed us to clear the
ride,
mines
and
out.
someone got beat against the walls several times.
That would be Roger.
That wasn't someone's fault. They just weren't holding on to the cart tightly enough.
And there were thieves in the mine that we, in the presence of the deputy, went ahead and just took care of.
We're stealing dragon shards.
Pretty much it.
And then we found out that there were like 5 conductor stones that were missing from this site, and we believe that Longhorn got to them first and might have hidden them somewhere. And our next best lead, I think, was Uncle Fritz.
That's right, Fritz William Emmanuel Blunderdash, who notably was not at Longhorn Jack's funeral, which Maverick told you was surprising.
I think he's dead.
There's only one way to find out.
Grave robbing.
No. What?
Okay, well, we're on different pages right now.
So you also did take one person prisoner, and so
No, we kill him?
did you end up killing
No,
him?
there were 2 people who were alive,
But
and
we
then
killed both of
Rebecca
them.
was like, "No, we killed one of them because
You killed one, the other
Fox
was
came over."
unconscious, and
Yeah.
I thought Maverick killed the other one.
No, I don't.
no, he
think
just
so.
knocked him unconscious.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you do have one prisoner that you're going to take back, because I remember, because you guys were like, yeah, we're going to...
We specifically left one alive.
Yeah.
But we also specifically killed one. Rebecca
I
didn't
scared the other
actually
one, I'm
notice.
pretty sure.
Yeah,
You also
vicious
learned
operating
who they
signals.
worked for.
Yes.
Mr. Sir.
Big surprise.
Big surprise. Hey, you know where he lives. You can go confront him at any time.
All right, let's do it.
Say it takes 3 days to get there.
I mean, it's a little bit of a ride, but you know how to get there.
Sounds ominous.
So as you all leave the mine, Valron, you're gonna take the prisoner over to the sheriff's office. You know that there are some cells over there, and as you come out of the mines, it's dark outside. Those clouds from off in the distance have moved in, and you can hear the rumble of thunder and the smell in the air that hints at the rain that's about to sprinkle down. Scratch, as you come out of the mine, you see a break in the clouds, and you're able to glance at the moon. You see that the moon is waxing almost full as the light disappears behind the clouds again, leaving you in darkness.
Well, I reckon we ought to get headed back.
So you all...
How long?
Oh, go ahead.
How long will it take us to get back to the town?
About an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not too far.
I'm not carrying his body though, so that's up to. She's gonna point to literally anyone else.
I'll carry the body. I mean, I can do it. I'm pretty strong. I can carry stuff. I don't want to be like like a little damsel in distress because I can carry stuff. I'm very strong in what I do. I can carry the body.
He also wakes up eventually, and he can walk also because you guys have him
Frog march him.
cuffed and everything like that. So yeah, because realistically, people don't stay unconscious for hours and hours and hours.
What?
You hit them hard enough, they do.
Hit him again.
Yeah, that literally
We
causes
can
like
make
brain
them
damage. If you're like
We don't need to
unconscious
be
for too
completely
long.
okay.
But is medicine advanced enough to know that in this world?
Hit him again, just
Nick just knows how unconscious humanoids work.
How concussions work.
Legit.
I just know that eventually he's gonna wake up and he can walk his own ass.
In 1d4 hours, he will wake up.
Been like
Speaking of-
90 minutes.
Yeah.
He gets
Well,
to
it depends
5
on how
hours.
bad.
He's not waking up.
Yeah, I put a few in the ground. No,
Boom.
Roger.
He wakes
is,
up and can walk.
Roger is very hurt, multiple bullet wounds, and he's kind of dragging his foot a little bit as they come out of the mine, kind of patching himself up with some cloth that he has.
Yeah, and we are on the town map, so you can take yourself to where you would like to go for the evening. Valron and Blythe, you could go back out to the Hart Ranch, but you will be getting there very late.
I'm pretty sure Blythe hasn't even been to the Hart Ranch yet. He got hired and was like, peace out.
You would have gone out there in between
When the
Longhorn
mayor died at
Jack's-
his funeral.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have gone out there at least once. So you know how to
I'd
get
offer
there.
a room, but I only have a wagon, so it's built.
You can come stay with us at the Soul Theater. I mean, I know Miss Telma, and I think she'll let y'all stay here because it's pretty late, and y'all can sleep on the floor in my room or in Roger's room or like maybe at the bar. I know a couple people sleep at the bar a lot of the time, so Miss Telma doesn't like that, but I think she'll make an exception for you. I just want to be helpful.
Much obliged, but I'd hate to put you out in your own house.
Ain't nothing to it. I just want to be real helpful because I'm a very good person, and because y'all have been really nice, and I want to extend that same kind of courtesy, So if you want to, I'm not going to try to force y'all or anything, but
Do we see where Maverick is headed?
He's going up to the mayor's manor.
Okay. Does he say anything, or just kind of goes off on his
He tells you guys thank you for helping him. He does offer, he's like, you can stay here if you want also, because there are rooms at the mayor's manor.
Sounds more comfortable than sleeping on the floor. No offense.
None taken, I understand.
Oh no, that didn't whisper right.
Rebecca, if you'd be so kind, don't mention what happened to me with Alma when we get back to the theater.
I usually don't, because I know you have a thing for that. But I'll tell Alma, Thelma, whatever y'all call her. I'll tell her that you were a mighty fine help and you saved me out of a couple of scraps.
Don't embellish. Just don't tell her that I failed.
Right. I won't tell her you failed, you little modest little goose, you. She'll wink and walk away.
Dear
Nick,
God.
Yes.
I don't have control over Blythe's token.
What?
Imposter! Killer!
Oh, well then, hold on. I'm just gonna grab your
Is
token
this
from the
something bigger?
mine.
But like, who has control over anyone's token?
Right? Who's
Right?
really in control here?
Nick.
No one.
Okay. Let me try this. Go away.
I see a health bar now.
There are 2 blights.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kill
there
him!
I
he
should
is.
grab
Yeah,
all
he'll
of your
just
tokens from the
go there.
mine because those are all the right tokens. This is everything that was fixed.
Roger was able to move.
Yeah, I was able to move.
I was able to move.
But I can't see anyone's health potion out of the blights, so maybe that's
Yeah.
what-
I'm getting them. Give me one
Okay, no,
second.
that was me thinking out loud, not jumping on you.
Okay. Go away.
Sound like she was jumping
Go
on you.
away. Go away.
Oh,
Go away.
Okay, Nick,
Coming
we get
to
it. We
me.
shouldn't have split up. That was our bad.
There
Also,
we go.
quick question. In order for the token to update along with D&D Beyond, does it have to have the same name as the character sheet?
I want to say yes.
Yes.
Because that's why I put her
Same
last
name,
name on mine.
and if I remember correctly, you have to have like 0 of 0 on your bar, and then it updates or something like that.
Oh, because my health didn't update, so I was curious.
So, you guys are talking about it updating from D&D Beyond to your token?
Correct.
See, I've just been updating my token manually.
Me
Yeah,
too.
if you have the Beyond 20
That's usually what I do for fall
extension,
No, I do have that. It's just I can roll all kinds of stuff in Roll20. I just didn't know you could also update your token automatically.
yeah, if you have Roll20, and there's like a way of doing it. I think you have to have the name exactly the same, and then you
'Cause
go
I
to features
can't-
and traits, and that updates it. And then if your bar on Roll20 is 0 of 0 for a health bar, then it'll adjust based on D&D Beyond.
Because I can't, why didn't I do that?
I just updated twice though for my characters.
Because it won't let me roll initiative unless her name's the exact same. But it didn't update her health when I changed her health.
Oh no, Valron's dead. Is there anything anyone would like to do before you take a long rest?
I want to attempt a standing backflip.
Make an acrobatics check.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
I'll do it with her.
I just see her going into the bar and just like walking in before she
I was
says
told that I
anything,
should
just
try
does
backflips
this.
more often.
Fuck yeah. 17.
God damn it, natural 1.
Are you serious?
You have bullet
I'm
wounds.
serious. I
You
got a
have
natural
bullet
1.
wounds,
Are
and you're
you-
trying to do backflips. Of course, you're gonna roll a 1.
It makes
I saw her
sense. You
getting
are very
ready to do a
wounded.
backflip, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds like fun."
I want to join. Never mind. Rebecca's very athletic.
The bullet that went
Rebecca,
through my leg causes the muscle to rip, and I crumpled to the floor.
You come back into the Soul Theater, and Rebecca, shouts, "That was great!" and does a backflip. And Roger, you kind of tried to be like, "Oh yeah, everything's fine." Backflip, tear. Oh fuck.
This is all thinker.
I told you he's gonna die.
He's not gonna die. He's just gonna have a hard
Not
life.
on our watch.
We're gonna make you deal with this character, Lucas, whether you like it or not.
Is anybody a necromancer? Anybody know
You
Ray's
take
dead?
5 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit your head.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's almost
Oh, my
unconscious.
God. Wait, are you serious? Is he unconscious?
No, he's at
That's
2.
almost.
He's at 2.
Okay.
I'm at 2 hit points.
And that's how Roger died.
He jumped and killed himself.
All right. I listened to a country song today. I'm going to have some whiskey for the first time in like 20 years. Is that going to kill me?
I don't know.
Possibly.
Oh shit,
If
what
it's
happened to
anything like that
Scratch's
flip.
token? Wait, why are there 2 Scratch tokens? Go away! Foul demon?
It's an imposter!
Alright.
Now, Valorant's going to take a couple of hours just like sitting out on the mayor's porch, going through a whole process of taking his gun completely apart and with his tinker's kit, just cleaning it out completely after using it. And just kind of making use of this time to occasionally scan out and around the town just in case there's anybody creeping around late at night.
Blythe, what are you doing? You hanging out with him?
Yeah, I was gonna say Blythe is very curious by nature, so he's just gonna watch Valorant take apart his gun because he thinks that's pretty fucking cool.
I'll like walk Blythe through like each of the parts. This is the firing pin, like how it all goes back together, explaining it as I deconstruct and then reassemble the revolver.
Maverick comes out at some point and he lights up a cigarette and he offers each of you a cigarette as he's like sitting there smoking. And he says to you guys, so you were with my old man when everything went down here?
Standing right over there, just give a nod towards the front door. But the blink of an eye is all it took for that man to unleash all 6 shots right into your old man. Never seen a man fire so many shots so quickly.
That was the one that they named the Black Rider, you said?
Never caught his name. Only what he looked like.
I think Scratch said something about that. And there's no justice out here to take him down.
That's what you got us for. Sometimes when justice ain't willing to walk its stretch, you need a bit of improvisation.
Well, how about you, young Blythe? What brings you out here?
I suppose something new, I guess.
New compared to what?
I mean, I helped my pa on our farm, and now I'm out here.
What happened? Why aren't you helping your pa no more?
Trying to decide if Blythe can lie well enough.
Try it to see what happens.
I could try it. I was just he taught me everything that I could be taught, so I figured it was best to just, try going out on my own. Damn it.
I feel like that's so appropriate, though. I love it.
Every kid's got to strike it out on their own sooner or later.
I think I just broke Nick.
Oh yeah, I did misspell it. I put an H in there, didn't I?
Someone in my chat was like, "It may not be relevant, but theater is misspelled on the map."
They are 1,000% right. I didn't notice
Oh my
that.
god, it is.
It's a
Theater.
theater.
It's
Wow.
a feather.
Some of us are highly intoxicated.
You know what? That's how they spell it in the kingdom, all right? It's the English spelling.
It's the theater now.
That's how
It's-
Roger spells it after a match.
the English,
Theater.
it's the English spelling. All right.
We
Hey, I am
adapted from a
not
different
perfect, all right?
None of us
Well, that's because the
noticed.
Soul Theater is copyrighted.
Right. We're flirting with copyrights all over the place.
No, we'll check the spelling of
It's
all the
English. It's
places.
okay.
Right, we were dealing with Blythe lying.
Like a liar.
Maverick, he says, like, he doesn't push the issue with you. He's just like, hey, we all got our reasons. I'm happy to have your help. Let's see. Blythe was using a gun in the last fight, right?
No, the only weapon that Blythe has is a dagger.
What did
He
Blythe
mostly used
do?
his spells.
I was gonna say, what did he
He
cast? I'm
spells.
trying to remember.
There was
Did he
Entangle?
cast Entangle?
Entangle, but he didn't see Maverick didn't see that. He did
And
cast
there was-
Moonbeam.
That was the Moonbeam
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that
Okay,
was
I was
amazing.
like,
But
there
you
was
can't
something
really
I was
tell
gonna
where the
ask
tank-
you about.
Yeah, you couldn't. I mean, unless he was actually looking at Blythe's hands, he wouldn't have been able to tell where it came from.
I mean, it came
It's
from
kind
one
of-
direction.
Well,
It came
it's
from
a
somewhere.
cylinder that like
It
basically
comes from
just
the
comes
sky.
comes from the sky.
I will give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. He has a quite a high passive perception.
Well,
Understandable.
you know,
Continue.
we can roll.
Maybe his eyes were closed.
But he Maverick says, so where did you learn to do the and he actually just like kind of imitates the like the Hadoken, like with the
They're
hands.
just like a weird like hand gesture.
Where did you learn to do the yeah, and he's just like, like making his fingers go out like pew.
Oh, some friends taught me how to.
Okay. I've never met any kind of friends that know how to do that. Where'd you meet these
Well, I
friends?
guess, about out in like when I was traveling to Amarillo, which is it's a half lie. It's the truth though.
Are you saying that out loud? That's weird.
That was a summer voice, not a yeehaw voice.
I'm only half lying to you.
And
Or I guess, well, technically, okay, this is out of character. Druids get their magic from like a nature god, right? Or like some
that's
kind
where
of like
yours
spirit.
yours came from a nature spirit, straight up. Yep. You met a nature spirit and then could do druidic magic. That is how that happened.
I'll lay that on him. See if he actually believes it. It
Oh, go ahead.
it really, I guess my friends helped me figure it out, but this sounds crazy. A spirit taught me how to do it.
A spirit?
Yeah, it showed
You
up
mean
in the
like
form
a
of a,
ghost, right? Like a dead person?
I don't know if it was like a dead person. It showed up in the form of a coyote. So like,
So, like, did it talk to you?
no, it just showed me the way.
Oh, I've heard tales about, the spirits that inhabit this land. I've heard them from, some of the native folks that grew up here, not that, came from the kingdom. But they say that there are spirits all over this land that influence, like what's going on, like nature spirits, like a rain spirit, a river spirit, all sorts of those kinds of things. So you telling me that stuff's real?
I mean, sure as the sun shines, yeah.
I mean, look at our friend here. Anything's possible, right? And he gives a thumb over at Valron.
I'm not sure if Blythe would understand what he's insinuating.
I mean,
Burns?
Blythe has never seen another tiefling other than Valron before.
I don't think I understand either.
Take kindly to your accusations.
There's fighting words.
Them be fighting words.
I mean, like, is not to be like rude or anything, Mr. Valrun, but are there more like you? What are you?
I think I spied another one walking around town about the funeral. But no, can't say I've spotted too many off like me. Consider myself a rare necessity. If you could find a pearl in every clam in the ocean, they wouldn't be nearly as valuable.
Good enough for me.
And with that, we're gonna cut over to. Well, I think we're gonna go to sleep. I believe. If anybody.
Yeah, there's nothing crazy to talk about. So.
No. Is there
Let's
anything
sleep.
else anyone wanted to do
did-
before bed?
Yeah, I want to see if Roger dies of alcohol poisoning.
Ooh.
He doesn't.
Rebecca's there
That's
pouring
actually
water down his
right
throat
over
every
here,
sip he
you know.
takes.
Holy shit. If you actually made me roll, he would have died.
No, he did. He does not die of alcohol poisoning. So you are all able to get a long rest. You all level up. Some of you more than once. And I guess I want to start. Here. So Rebecca, you have a cryptic dream that night. You are walking in the hot sun along a dusty road. As you walk the sides of the road, the sky above you and everything but the road is black. You feel as your legs begin to be dragged down into the sand, and the road begins to fall away like the sand in an hourglass. As you are squeezed, suffocating on the sand through the middle of the hourglass, you land on the cold stone floor. You lay there, coughing up sand, as you look up and see a large pair of iron doors. The doors open, revealing the wreathing flames and a hellish landscape reaching out and pulling you in, and you are consumed by the fire. It feels like your body is being torn apart limb from limb. When the pain begins to be too much, there is a flash of pure white light that ends your suffering. In this flash, you see the face of an elven man with golden eyes that is smiling warmly, and then you wake up, covered in sweat. And this is not the first time you've had this dream.
All right. Well, that was nice. It wasn't a fun dream at all, but all right. Fuck. I'm sorry.
My God, it's a Raffaffelganger in your dreams.
No.
Indignata!
In Dagonata. Oh my God, you're going to hell, Rebecca.
Oh man. Damn it. Rebecca will shakily get herself ready for the day and report, down to the bar and maybe tell Telma. I assume that she would tell Telma about the dream she's been having, so she'll relay that to Telma again. I know it is scary. Going to hell is scary.
Is your cat worried about you?
Yeah.
My cat is worried about me every single time I talk to another person. Yeah.
It's a scary thing.
Yeah, Alma, she gets, you a drink and she, comforts you. And, she, begins to, tell you that, it's just a dream, everything's okay. And then she does begin to ask you about the night before. And she's like, so what happened with you two last night? You were looking pretty rough when you came back in.
Right. Well, see, we went to a mine, and then Mr. Roberts was, just very helpful and everything. And he attacked some people who were shooting at us, and then we got into a cart, and Mr. Roberts, had a hard time hanging on, but he managed to make it down to the main thing all in one piece. And then he clubbed some people in the face a lot of the times. Like, he saved my life like once or twice. He was in tip top shape.
Make me a deception check.
Okay, but can I, and hear me out, can I do a standing backflip
No.
instead? Damn it. Oh, damn it. Fuck. Okay, hold on.
That's a
My cat's
charisma
out.
save.
My cat's
It's lower.
Oh my god.
fuck.
She said, she like gives you this look and she proceeds to pry the truth out of you. And you eventually you just give up and you just like kind of just tell her exactly what happened.
Piece
Okay,
of shit
well-
old man couldn't do his job.
I'll admit, Mr. Roberts wasn't in tip-top shape. He did kind of fall out the cart twice, but, again, I was going a bit too fast, and then when we were in the main room, he punched one person, and then he was shot, and then he kind of got knocked out, and then I had to, like, go over to him, and then a woman named Fox came over and revived him. I mean, it's not his fault. It just wasn't his day.
Did he ask you to lie to me?
No.
Make me a deception check.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He just said don't tell her everything, right?
Yeah,
Even the way you said it, it was like,
I said
no.
omit the truth.
yeah, she'll believe you.
Aw, thanks.
Okay. Well, Rebecca, why don't you tidy up around here and I'm gonna go find Roger.
Okay, well, don't tell him I told you, and please just don't let him on because I know that he's very self-conscious about it, So just don't tell him. Just don't reveal the fact that I told you. I know it is
Don't
terrible
worry.
that I'm lying.
He won't be mad at you, I promise.
Okay, because I might have broken a promise, and that's something that I don't want to do.
You
Don't
can
worry,
blame
I can't hurt you, Rebecca.
it is my fault. I pried it out of you.
All right, just go easy on him. He's a bit fragile. I know.
He
It
is, isn't
like
he?
that.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why he needs you.
He's been through a lot, guys.
All right, so we're gonna cut from there. We're actually gonna go back over to Fox. Fox, while you were sleeping, you have a very different kind of dream. You find yourself floating among the stars, swimming through the galaxy, truly free of everything. You can see, as from a distance, a purple and blue ball of light seems to be making its way towards you, and you feel drawn to it. Appearing before you is an indescribably beautiful woman that is clothed in flowing and shifting sections of twinkling stars and night, and on her back are two large butterfly-like translucent purple wings. And
Ooh,
She's
I recognize
okay.
that name.
Wonder who that could be.
Shh, guys, I'm sleeping.
She's wearing a name tag.
Roger's over your head, like, oh, that's what she's thinking about.
You feel a sense of serenity as you behold this entity. Her eyes glow a purple light and seem to flash, and you hear, "Oh, they were right. A true Fate Weaver has returned." And Amanda, you find that this is like a lucid dream, and you can respond.
Who's they?
The one that gave you that. And she kind of like motions to the necklace that you're wearing.
What does a fate weaver mean?
Oh, if I told you that, it wouldn't be true. But that's okay. You'll figure it out in time. And she like is just kind of like she's like moving and stretching, and she's like holding her hands out in front of her and like giving you like spirit fingers and things like that. And she said, and you can hear her like when she laughs, you can like hear it like in your mind almost.
It's like an echoey
Yeah,
laugh.
exactly. And she says, "My name is Desna. I am the goddess of dreams of the people of this land. I'm happy to have met you. When the fires burn low, throw stardust into the embers and make a wish, and I will grant it." And there's this flash of like purple, and then you wake up.
Oh. The fox will take a minute to just kind of look around her surroundings and make sure she is where she thinks she is, which is her wagon. And I'm gonna grab my notes.
Yep. Oh, I put it in the chat for you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, you know me so well.
My morbid mind.
How do I get
went wild with that.
stardust?
Could be a metaphor.
Go
Roger
shoot
was a star. Roger was a star. Spread his
Crush him.
ashes on the embers
Roger, I'm gonna throw you into this fire.
and make a wish.
Dang, you're going to die.
I'm sorry, my cob mind went straight to, oh, Roger was the star.
Gonna leave you with your thoughts
I accept
there.
that. Okay, cool.
And Roger, in the morning, you find yourself in the basement of the Soul Theater. There's like a dojo set up. Like I was like literally picturing like, Kung Fu Panda like dojo with like punching dummies and an obstacle course, and of course there are rows and rows of books and like a sparring ring. And you're feeling a little better. Like the actual healing magic makes it so like healing up is a lot easier, and you're down training on the training dummy, like doing your normal like morning routine when Alma Talma comes into the room. And she walks up behind the dummy and kind of like reinforces it a little bit for you, like a trainer would. And she says, "So I may have squeezed out of Rebecca what happened down in the mine. How you holding up?"
So as you see, Roger, overnight he had like bandaged up his waist, so he's shirtless. His waist is all bandaged up. His ribs are all bandaged up, and he says, "I'm afraid that it didn't go as well as I'd hoped. She's quite spry and wily, and hard to keep up with."
I was talking about your brush with death. That can do things to one's mind. But Rebecca told me about the whole, you doubting yourself, because, as she put it, he kept saying he didn't protect me much. But I mean,
It was the task that you had given me, ma'am, and I did not complete it.
Look,
In reverse, she protected me.
look, Roger. Have I ever told you about the first time I met Rebecca?
To be honest, I don't know quite much about Rebecca other than she's a lovely lady that seems to have not the greatest insight into the other people around her.
Well, so I was in Rag Trail, and there was this building that was on fire. Everyone was running to form a bucket line. Yeah, I was near the building, making sure that I was, one of the ones throwing the water on the fire. And as I was throwing the first bits of water on the fire, I could see emerging from this building, with a person slung over each shoulder like a keg of ale, was Rebecca, wholeheartedly apologizing for having started the fire in the first place, carrying her employer and somebody else over the other shoulder. My point is, Roger, that girl is strong as an ox. She can defend herself pretty well. What I need you to do is protect her from the world. You need to protect her from people taking advantage of her. You understand me?
I understand completely. That would have made much more sense beforehand.
I mean, look.
It is not clearly obvious. She is very spry. She does not look as strong as what you're saying. And if that is the case, then that is the case. I am an old man. I can't protect her physically as well as I could, but I will try to teach her the ways of not letting people take advantage of her.
Well, I appreciate the effort, but remember that she is very capable of doing a lot herself. You don't have to do it all.
Trust me, Alma, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't. And now that I don't, I'll just make sure to guide her the best way that I can.
Well, she she looks at you up and down, and she's gonna
Clearly, he doesn't want to protect someone because he got the shit beat out of him.
She's gonna say, "Let me show you a new technique that might help out a little bit." And how do you picture her teaching you the crusher punch?
Oh, that's perfect.
I think that it's very much like a parent trying to teach their child how to whistle. They're like, focus on the string, and you pull the string from the mouth, right? Like, narrow your mouth. So she is like showing him like a target, and she shows him how to focus his eye, and the target gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And then she says, like a burst of air, you punch through the target and the target moves. So she's showing him how to focus his eye directly on a target for a split second, so that way he can hit it and knock them off their balance.
All right. Perfect.
So the first one that he does, it's like bam, and that, just like in Kung Fu Panda, once he actually gets proficient, he knocks the little training dummy away. And then he comes back and hits him in the face, and he takes 3 bludgeoning damage.
So you have a little bit of a training montage where you get your crusher feat.
Yeah. And what I was going to do before you introduced her is, like, he was getting up first thing in the morning and taking club soda from the bar because he has clothes of mending. So all the bullet holes mend themselves overnight, but he still has to get the blood out of them. So in the morning, he's got club soda and he's like scrubbing the blood out of his clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, you were not able to hide how fucked up you were, really.
No, I mean, I came in and I about broke my femur.
You came in and jumped and broke your leg.
I think he went to go to do a backflip and he tripped on the ledge and his leg just snapped or something.
Just like, oh my, pulled a hammy. Oh, yep, gonna feel that.
Yeah, freaking dead legs hobbling in.
I'm gonna go get a drink. If you all want to kind of try to think about and figure out what you're gonna do with your day. BRB.
What are we gonna do
From
with our day,
the
guys?
basement. God damn it, Rebecca! Why did you tell her?
Didn't mean to.
I would not say anything bad to Rebecca because she'd probably beat the shit out of Roger.
Aw.
She wouldn't. She liked you too much.
Yeah.
The true
I don't
power
know. She don't
dynamic
know
is
her own
revealed.
strength.
She punches you in the shoulder and your arm breaks.
I'm just saying, he's got a weakness.
Just
Is it
Rebecca punches you, dislocates something.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. It's in my flaws. You guys don't know.
My flaws. He likes a
Weakness is
strong woman.
women.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that everyone's weakness?
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
Certainly Agramar's, that's for sure.
So, what do you guys want to do with your day? It is officially the 6th day of the year.
The 6th day of the year. Oh, well, that's a day to celebrate, guys. We leveled up.
Fuck yeah.
Not that we know.
It's
Remember
the
level
6th
3
day
like
of
it was
Xerotir.
yesterday.
I'm sorry if this is a lot, but Rebecca would like to go see Fox because she seems like
Oh.
pretty in tune with like auras and shit. And
I
maybe
am in
talk-
tune with auras and shit. How did you know?
Oh, that's the shit. And to talk to her about the dream Rebecca had.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Fox is waking up. She's gonna start, her usual daily ritual. She's gonna, crush some herbs up, put them in little glass bottles as, little medicine trinkets for, doing her thing.
Roger is not going to tag along with Rebecca on this one.
Are you sure you don't want to come along? I mean,
Does
alright.
Rebecca say that she's going to Fox's caravan?
Yes.
I think that it might be best if you head on that venture by yourself. Just don't let her take advantage of you.
Are you upset because I told Helma about what I said?
No, I'm not upset, Rebecca. It's fine. Some things were brought to light that I didn't know before, and I know now. So my path is clear. So don't worry about that. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my breakfast. He's sitting there like without his shirt on because he's still sweating from his morning practice. His ribs are all wrapped up. He's just sitting at the bar.
All right. Okay. I understand that you're not upset at me, and I'm not upset because you might be lying to me. But yeah, I'll go by
Blood
myself.
trickling from his ribs.
Do you need anything? Like, maybe some.
I need a whiskey and a chalupa before you
Oh.
leave, please.
All right. I'll try to get. I'll try to get a chalupa. I know how to make those things. I think.
It's gonna take a minute.
You can just hold the chalupa. Just give me a whiskey.
Just go to the Old West Taco Bell.
Ye old Taco Bell.
Ye old.
Old Taco Bell.
And Bell is spelled Belle.
It's spelled BELHL because we're putting H's in things now.
Taco
It's
Bell.
always a silent H.
Yeah.
Taco Bella. It's an Italian guy.
Taco Bell.
Mario.
It's me.
Welcome to the Taco Bella. Yeah, Mario. I got the chalupa.
Yo quiero Taco Bella.
Anyway, Roger's gonna wake up and have a whiskey in the morning because he hurt.
Well, when
Oh, go ahead.
Rebecca's heading over there, she'll keep an eye out for ye old Taco Bella and some whiskey to grab for Robert on her way home.
Well, there's definitely whiskey at the bar that you work at. and
He's right
Oh,
there.
and
oh
live
yeah,
at.
fuck! I work at a bar.
And we serve chalupas. That's all we serve is whiskey and chalupas at the theater.
And then you pass a school, a church, but you do pass the KO Saloon. They might have chalupas in there. Hard to say, but Fox's cart is right on the other side of the KO
Maybe
Saloon.
Fox is making chalupas for breakfast. Who knows? She always brings
Yeah.
Scratch some breakfast and lunch. So maybe that's on the menu. We'll see.
The KO Saloon has the Crunchwrap Supremes.
They're good to go.
We're rival businesses in this town.
Serving different clientele.
Oh, Rebecca! Wow, what a early surprise this is. I didn't know you guys got out so early. Did you want some water?
No, well, yes, because it's always great to be hydrated. Someone once told me hydrate before you dehydrate. Sorry.
Fox is gonna look around a little frantic, like, oh, you actually want some? Okay, so she's gonna like grab like an empty glass and find some water and pour it in there and hand it over to her. Like, oh yeah, here, yeah, definitely ready for you. Here you go. What brings you to the Little Hill this morning?
Well, I know that you read futures and such, so I thought to myself, I've been having these dreams occasionally where I'm walking through somewhere where it's burning and I'm being sucked under by some sand and like it's in an hourglass and I see like an elf kind of figure because his ears. And I've just been having these dreams a lot, like continuously. And I know that you look into the future, so I thought, maybe you're into these things. And I'm wondering if you could tell me what that means.
So you've been having weird dreams, and I had a funny dream last night too. What are the chances? Mine wasn't nearly as grim though. Yours sounds to be a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
There was an elf, and you said metal doors.
Yeah, some metal doors too. Yeah.
Okay. Fox is gonna grab her cards out and shuffle them for a minute. She's like, "Well, how about you draw a card, and we'll see. Maybe we can interpret this a little bit together. Work through it together. Maybe we'll come across something."
Oh, all right. Rebecca will. How many cards? 3 cards?
Just one this time.
Oh, just one. Kind of.
Do you pick
Left
from
center.
like the? Okay, I was gonna say like the middle, the beginning, the end. Left center.
Left center.
Okay. So the card you drew is 5 of Cups, and it shows that there's a time of difficulty and loss. It's how you deal with your loss, really. Maybe the stream is talking about, the times you've been through. Maybe there's, something to remember. But it carries a word of advice. Look at the wonderful opportunity around you and move forward. So maybe this dream is something having to do with the past you can't remember, maybe something bad, but perhaps you just need to take a minute and realize that it is just a dream. And sometimes dreams come to you and, they always hold meaning, but perhaps you don't need to let it interfere with the good things you've got going for you. Just take it one day at a time, and perhaps it'll all work out in the end. And if you ever come to recognize this elf person in your dream, you let me know, and I'll travel this road with you.
Oh, well, thanks. I know it's a lot of the stuff you've told me is moving forward and all, but I just want to know who I am.
I get that. It's all in the cards, so it's not so much me telling you to move forward. It's just, that's what the cards have to say. But if you really want to delve into your past, then I'd be happy to help you with that journey. I know I picked you up on a dusty old road on the way to, I keep wanting to call it the waterfall town, and that's not right. on the way to that town.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
what town you're talking.
sorry,
I
you're
know what
asking
town
me.
you're talking
Rag
about.
Trail.
Rag Trail. I don't know why I call it the waterfall town. It's just it's the waterfall town in my mind. Rag Trail. That has nothing to do with waterfalls, but it makes sense in my mind. But you seem to be traveling for a while, and I mean you're clearly capable after everything we've been through in the mine, so you obviously are able to walk for long distances and survive. But I mean, we can delve into this further. Perhaps the fire has to do with how, and she's gonna kind of like point to her face without saying anything. Maybe it has something to do with things that have happened in your past, perhaps. And so maybe this elf character is something your mind is trying to suppress, but your subconscious is bringing back up in your dreams. So maybe this elf character, are you any good with drawing? Maybe we could get a facial. I mean, do you remember eye color or anything of the likes? I don't know what kind of clothes they were wearing.
I mean, like a lot of dreams, it's hard to remember.
It's always hard to recall dreams. Definitely.
Can I remember? Can I attempt to describe the elf?
Yeah. Let me hear. I described the elf. I just described a face of an elven man with golden eyes that is smiling warmly.
Right. So it's an elven man. What age? No, we'll just fuck it.
Elves are hard to
235
nowadays.
years.
Fucking blue.
An elven man. He has some golden eyes, and he was smiling warmly at me. So I don't think he's the type.
It doesn't sound like a nefarious type of person.
No,
I mean,
so
they're
I don't
smiling.
think he's the one that that did this to me.
But you said you opened these iron doors and there was just a fiery landscape?
I think so, yeah.
Carol.
I mean, I never come across anything like that in my time. Oh, good. Okay, let me read that. Hold on. Because I was listening, but it's like
sorry.
when I'm trying to
I'll copy and paste it in there. One sec.
Thank you.
Because I could tell Rachel doesn't remember it all.
I don't. I'm sorry.
It's a Rebecca trait.
It's
okay.
a Rebecca trait.
It's
okay.
Yeah, Rebecca's not supposed to
She
remember
wouldn't
every
remember it
detail.
all.
I feel like Fox can do this thing where she like touches her head and kind of can envision it a little bit better. Not that that's actually a thing, but we're gonna go with it for this specific moment.
Professor Xavier over here.
Hey, don't be jealous. You fix your wounds over there.
I'm very
okay?
jealous. I'm still bleeding at the bar.
Wait, I thought Blythe was Professor Xavier.
I don't know what Blythe is. I didn't see
Roger
anything. I was
knows-
unconscious.
Here's the thing: Roger knows that Blythe can heal, and he's just deciding to deal with the wounds on his own.
Do I know that Blythe can heal?
Yeah, I cast healing words on you in the mines.
Was I unconscious?
No, you were awake. You nodded
No.
at Blythe.
Yeah, because
You acknowledged
Fox
it.
used
Oh,
the potion.
that was before we went on the mine carts.
No, that was after.
No,
After
Fox
you
used
were...
the potion on you, and then Blythe healed you further, and that's
Oh,
when the
okay.
bullets came out of
So
your
I didn't
legs.
tell anybody, but he has not stuttered since he came out of the mine. He hit his head twice when he fell out of the carts. I do not recall anything that happened afterwards.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you just saw Fox walking away from you. So
I woke up and I was getting ready to start swinging. I was next to a dead body.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were like, "Oh, Rebecca, did you save me?" And she's like, "Nah, she did." And you were like,
That was it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
all I got.
and then you
Sounds
attempted to
fake.
gaslight Rebecca, which is
Roger's
very
a broken
easy
old
to
man,
do.
all right? Leave me alone.
"Emo."
How old is he again? Like 40?
Like 45? That's not
That's
old.
not that old.
No, he's been a underground boxer for like 30 plus years. He's got a
You know
lot of like shit going on.
Yeah.
So
He's much older than he appears.
So Fox, now that you've had time to really think about the dream that Rebecca told you about.
So Fox is gonna turn around and in her cart, she's gonna get some like essence of lavender and she's gonna put like a few droplets into the water and she's gonna stir it for a minute and she's gonna give it to Rebecca and just kind of like give it to her, kind of maybe help her calm down a little bit. Just like, dreams are always up to interpretation. I'll think on this a little bit longer and see if I can find anything. But it sounds like you're safe here. You've got Roger, you've got the owner of the Soul Theater. God, I don't remember their name.
Thalma.
Thalma, all the T's. Thalma. So, you're safe here, so you don't have to worry. And it sounds like, it was the end of something bad that happened in your life. So maybe this elven man that's smiling upon you, got you out of there. And, maybe that's a reason to, start new. But definitely if this is something you want to pursue, I'll be with you and I'll help you through it. And I'll delve more into this with you. I just have to take a minute to understand it maybe a little bit better. Meditate, look at the stars for inspiration. You know how it goes.
I mean, I don't, but I think I understand what you're saying.
And she'll hand her the lavender water, hopefully. Just kind of peaceful. It's essential oils, yeah. I'm bringing that into this world.
It's the good.
It's a fucking pumpkin spice latte. And it's like, this is what you remember.
We actually killed the pumpkin that ate Roger, and we ground it up, and we put essence into this cup. So you can
filled with LSD, so that way you remember.
You want to go on a trip, Rebecca? Here you go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This will help you remember.
See where this takes you. Let me know. I'll be right here.
Get the face stone in it.
Get the face stone in it. Wait.
Speaking of
I'm a talking pumpkin, y'all.
Does Valorant still have the face stone? Who has it? Or Scratch have it?
No, I think Scratch or Phelan. Jesus.
I think I handed it over to what's his name?
I think Maverick has it now.
Yeah, you gave it to the mayor, and so it should be at the mayor's house.
Okay.
Oh no, somebody. I thought Fox had it because she took it from the mayor's
in your
corpse.
party had it.
One of
if
us
it's important, Nick, one of us has it.
Well, I don't know. The deed to the mine belongs to Maverick now. That may have been important, but.
You have
gave that to him, didn't you?
I gave that to Maverick.
She gave it to Maverick. Yeah.
Maverick has.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he has it if I'm remembering correctly. You did the right thing and just gave it to him.
Yeah, no, for sure. Fox definitely. That's the kind of person she is. She's like, you know what, this is.
You gave him like the letter, the deed, the picture. Like you showed him everything.
It was for him. Fox can't be like, no, you don't. This isn't for you. This is mine.
You could have.
I could have, but that's not who Fox is. Okay, like maybe anyone else in the party would have, but Fox is a pretty transparent character. She tries to do good when it's good.
Roger doesn't want that kind of heat. I don't want that on my
I don't know, Roger. I don't trust you.
So that's what
Roger. Shut up.
Fox and Rebecca were doing that morning. What's everyone else doing as they wake up?
Well, if the face stone is still here at the mayor's house, Valorant is going to try and swipe that in the early hours.
Yeah, I mean, Maverick doesn't even know what it is, so like
he's gonna make it gone
just kind of like
notice.
sitting there, and you just reach down and pick it up. On your way to do what?
Say, Blythe, let's say we take a ride around the Hart Ranch property. I can walk you through some of the day-to-day tasks that you're going to be doing.
Oh yeah, sounds good. I suppose I should actually do some work there instead of just disappearing.
Okay, so are you the two of you gonna wake up like early in the morning and head out to the ranch?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're leaving, Maverick says, "I'm gonna ask around town and see if I can't find out where my old Uncle Fritz went off to. If I find out, you folks still willing to help me?"
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to help anyone that needs it.
All right. I mean, I'll compensate you. Promise.
Much appreciated. Just send our word our way, and we'll come riding.
All right. Excellent. So the two of you make your way out to the Hart Ranch. Uh, Armand is already out there, working in the fields and stuff like that by the time you get there. Um, and you've kind of been absent a little bit over the last couple of days. After the funeral, you kind of went MIA. So, do you fill him in on what happened, or what do you tell him?
I'll kind of not give him all the details, but just kind of like a rough sketch of what's been going on the past couple of days, like as far as the mayor getting shot, getting murdered, and hunting down a couple of bandits that had made their way into the mayor's mine. Not going into specifics about crystals or who's hiring who or anything like that. But if we could, while chatting them up, trying to weave in the occasional question regarding Uncle Fritz to see if they might know who he is, or like the last time he came through town or anything like that.
I mean,
Is Valrin wearing a deputy star?
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
he already told Mr. Hart about that, if I remember correctly.
I wasn't sure
Yeah.
where that fit.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. So, I mean, Armand like knew Fritz before he left town, but he tells you that he left town right around that same time that like Jack started shutting down the mine. So like everyone just assumed that they had like they just broke up their business.
All right. Don't suppose he told anyone where he was going.
I don't know. If I remember right, he was pretty good friends with Bats, the Bats Jones that runs the Gold Coin Palace Hotel. Um, or if anyone would know, it'd be Mr. Blake over at the Amarillo Star Tribune. Seems like he knows everything about what's going on with people in town. Say, Valorant, did you notice that we're missing a couple?
I had a funny feeling when I was running through my count the other day, but I assumed it was just a feeling.
I've rode the whole property. I haven't been able to find anything.
What do you say, Blythe? You feel like rustling up a few runners?
Yeah, I can do that pretty well. Just say jump, I say how high.
Well, I'm gonna finish working this field if you want to go searching. So the two of you are able to grab some horses from the stable, and Valorant, you can show Blythe around the Hart Ranch property. Is there anything anywhere specific you'd like to go?
Kind of near the area where a couple of nights ago I just had that strange feeling, like that fiendish pull, like there was something else out there.
Yeah.
Starting our ride out in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, like that's almost the edge of the property, out by like that little like creek that's out there. You ride back out that direction. And make me a perception check. You can both make me perception checks.
Alrighty. 18.
7.
That is on brand for Valron. Valron, you think you found the right place? Blythe, you can see that the rain from the night before had kind of washed away a little bit of the dirt, and you can see where there's kind of like what looks like should be like a burial mound, almost like something's buried in the ground, kind of near the creek. And you kind of point it out to Valron, and Valron, you go, "Oh, that's where I buried it."
Do you want to go like dig it up, or like do you want to keep it buried? Are we looking for something else?
I suppose we could check it out. Don't suppose you can get a sense of the arcane?
You know, funny thing, I swapped out detect magic for a different spell.
Don't druids prep their spells each morning?
No, it's I don't know. I've never played a druid.
I'm pretty sure you get to choose your
every
spells
I thought-
each day.
spell, and you just pick which one you want.
No, yeah, like I swapped out detect
She
magic.
prepared
for a
something, or Blythe prepared something different than detect magic. That's the problem.
No, I get that.
Not today.
Not today. However, if there are tracks around, I can find something.
Maybe we can spy where the last these creatures were roaming.
That definitely would have been possible if it hadn't
But it
have
rained.
just rained.
I mean, any recent tracks though could help us find something if there are any.
Yeah, I mean, make me a survival check.
25.
Natural 20.
So, Valorant, like, how much of the story do you tell Blythe to, like, kind of help him with, like, what he's looking for?
Try to fill in as many details as relevant, I suppose.
What's relevant? You're gonna have to help us here, buddy.
So I'll start going into like like a long time ago, I wasn't always just a ranch hand around Amarillo. It's been a good couple of months here, but before the wind pushed me around to this town, I had a life elsewhere. You familiar with Port Pearl?
I mean, I would assume he would be, right? Because his
Yeah.
parents' farm was pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know of it. I went there. I'm sure a few times with my pa.
Well, after spending a stretch in prison, I was hired by some new associates, made from the aforementioned location. A friend of a friend and such, but pay was pretty decent for the work involved. But there was one fellow who, well, he didn't take kindly to being owed money so much. Well, let's just say my luck ran short of a couple of calls, and the Fates had some fairly notorious plans involved for me, and so Enigma's run was cut a bit shy of the destinations he might have been targeting. But it seems as though fate had its sights set on another destination for him, and well, let's just say I don't favor the Fates' choices so much. So I made a bit of a muck-up of Fate's plans. I found that the Hangman's Noose none too comfortable, and he kind of like pulls back around his collar where he's probably still got a bit of a scar marking from where he was actively being hung around the noose.
You got hung and you lived from it?
Well, it kind of awakened something dormant inside, like something like that voice you always hear. I haven't seen anybody else capable of doing the things you're doing, like twisting knots with them vines around the feet of those other creatures. Needless to say, it's something I find quite curious for my own reasons. Trying to understand what's happening to me as best I can muster. But I'm not much of one for studying the arcane magics and such. Bit of a rougher background, so to speak.
Hmm. Can I roll an Arcana check to see if Blythe has heard anything about like near death experiences awakening like magic in someone?
Sure.
Or would that be like a history check?
No, it could be Arcana.
17?
I mean, you've heard of like sorcerers and wizards and warlocks, and like you kind of like understand the basic differences between like, you know, inherent magic and like, you know, something that's like studied, like wizards study magic, and then like magic given to you by like a powerful entity, and then there's like
Hence, like him quote unquote hearing voices.
yeah, and then you
Which
also
would
understand like there's
Sorry.
the nature magic and then like, you know, clerical magic, right? Like you understand like the differences.
Okay. Well, like you said you heard voices. Was someone talking to you, or was that just your thoughts, like just going wild because you were so panicked, or?
Well, it's like everybody's got a conscience, right? That voice in the back of your head telling you what you should and shouldn't do.
Yeah, I would assume so, that everyone has that.
That's all, just that voice in the back of your mind telling you right from wrong.
Can I insight check him?
Oh yeah, because he's lying through his teeth, so I'm gonna need a deception check from Ryan.
He's lying through his teeth.
7.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So
dang!
now that
tight.
was close. So you don't like, you know that he's not telling you the whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
Little shady.
Like you're getting the feeling that it's a little more than just like your conscience, you know what I mean? Like you're starting to think that there might be something literal, like a literal voice.
Yeah. He's gonna press it just a little bit. Well, like what was it telling you?
Well, you know, like enough's enough. And, you know, we've emptied 1 clip's worth of bullets. Maybe we needn't waste another 6 shots on a down body. You know, just when push comes to shove, and it's best to walk away rather than keep on doing what you're doing. But everyone's got a conscience.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's got a conscience.
So about this mound of dirt.
Yeah, and the possibility of tracks.
Do you tell her about, like, because you haven't told Blythe like what happened to, like, what is buried here, right?
You just gave him your life story.
I don't think I know what exactly is buried here.
You're the one that buried it, Ryan. It's the cow. Remember, you buried the cow?
That was the person in his head, Nick.
I'm so confused.
Balrog doesn't know. Enigma does.
I thought that cow was already dead.
It was, but you buried it.
It was never a cow all along.
Oh, so that's the missing cow?
Yeah, but
Well,
because
he made it sound like that there were several.
you never told Armand about the cow.
The sickly cow?
Yeah, because remember you told him to take off and he did, and then you found the cow,
Gotcha.
and then you buried the cow,
Oh,
and
and
then
there was like
and then
something weird about it.
and
Okay, I
then you
remember
never
that.
told him about it.
Devil cow.
The way I see it, this evil doesn't walk a single path. It often keeps company, and much like what lies in a fate, as much as a hand of cards, than it is the individual cards themselves in a poker game. I believe that perhaps each of these pieces, when looked at together, might mean something more. The more eyes we have looking out on them. And seeing as of how strange things keep happening around this town, it's best I lay out everything I got left in my hand, just in case it's meaning something else to somebody else.
All right, well, I guess let's dig it up and see what we've got going on.
Being a ranch, being a farmhand yourself, growing up with your folks, mayhaps you might have a better idea of what happened to this creature than I might have.
So you guys are gonna dig the cow back up?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm asking
I mean,
you.
I
You tell
assume.
me.
I mean, it'll probably be a bit decent, maybe like a little bit like
Just
gross, but
not
like
too much. It's only
hopefully
been a few days,
intact
so
enough
yeah,
to still see.
yeah. So you
Determine
guys
a cause of death.
dig the cow back up. I mean, this cow definitely was like, kind of like torn, to pieces and half eaten. Um, but make me a religion check. Oh, and a nature check. Do both, please.
Both? Okay, I'll do nature first. I'm good at that. 22. And then religion. I am rolling
Oh
so
my
good.
god. So yeah.
Damn.
So right off the bat, you can like your nature check tells you, okay, whatever did this, not natural. Right. Like right away. You're just like, whoa. Second thing is that uh Nick's brain needs to work here really quick. Oh, did I put them all? Where did I put? I thought I had all of your friends' names written down here. Hold on.
Well, they're new friends now.
Wife's
by.
friends?
Yeah, the regulators.
Oh god, I didn't even have them written. I
have them
know
written
We
that
just made them up on the spot, didn't we?
There's-
I wrote them all
there's
down.
Harold, there's
I,
Nate,
Esmeralda and Glinda.
Esmeralda, and
So-
Glinda. And then there was the fifth one that I did not get a name for.
He does not have a name because he's a furbolg.
That's right. They're given names based on their achievements.
Yeah, based on their actions, based on the things that they've done. But Glinda, the little lizard folk druid, taught you a lot about kind of the other like where power comes from. And so she kind of taught you about demons and devils and elementals and these other planes of existence where these things come from, right? And so you identify that whatever did this was fiendish, so it's like a demon or a devil of some kind. And then with your natural 20 on your survival check, based and your with your knowledge of what Glinda told you, you're willing to bet that whatever you guys are looking for is probably nearby in like a cave or some sort like that, and it is probably staying there and using the cows as a food source of some kind. Why it's there is anyone's guess.
Alrighty. Valrin, Mr. Valrin, looks like whatever killed this thing, it's like it's like fiendish. It's like a devil, something like that.
Like
Are
a
there any
particularly feisty coyote.
no, like something from a different plane of existence? Are there any caves nearby by chance?
I think I remember riding by some round on the other side of the property line.
Yeah, like just right
Uh,
off property.
we might want to look there. That they like to hide out, usually nearby where they're getting, their sources from. They don't want to stray too far, especially if it's somewhere where like they're not going to be found or anyone's going to look for them.
All right. Suppose the caves would be quite fitting.
All
You
right.
think something this size, we can handle it ourselves, given your experience, or you think we should rustle up the others?
I mean, anything can take out a cow, really.
Yeah,
Don't got to be that big.
it is very hard to tell, especially like with the rain.
I mean, we we could take it out by ourselves, but better if anyone is willing to do some demon hunting, might as well check it out, see if they'll be willing.
Best know what it is we're reporting back before we have something to report.
So you're gonna go check out the cave?
Let's go check out these caves.
Let's go check out the cave. That is indeed a cave.
That is indeed a cave.
Well, it's a cave. Let's go back.
So the two of you, this isn't like an extensive like cave system. These are just kind of like there's some hills with some rock, caves in them, like kind of where this creek is coming from. And as you walk in, you can hear like the dripping of the water, like that's still like kind of soaking through the stone from the night before. And once you enter the cave, you can smell like the stench in here is horrendous, and you think you have the right place. So what would the two of you like to do?
Can I check to see if there's like any? I mean, I don't know if there'll be any like footprints from it inside at all, just to see like. Obviously, there's only one way to go, but it looks like
Yeah, make me a
Blythe
perception
doesn't
check.
know this, but it looks like up here and up here fork off two different directions.
And Valorant's just going to spark up like a small candle light.
That's not good. A 9.
You can see that there's something living in here. You can see that there are tracks going in and tracks going out, but there are like so many that's kind of hard to like make out just like one like footprint.
Okay.
But whatever it is has 4 legs.
So there is like at least like some tangible like tracks.
Yeah, and it's a fairly large creature.
Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Wild Cunning. Oh shoot, no, that's a ritual spell. That'll take like 10 minutes. Oh wait, no.
You could burn a spell slot and do it
Yeah, that's right.
right away, right?
Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Wild Cunning.
What does Wild Cunning do?
So
Holy shit,
I
that's a
can
lot of
choose
text.
different things. I'm gonna use it though to so you call it to the spirits of nature to aid you. But I'm gonna use the first one, which if there are any tracks on the ground within range, you know where they are, and you make wisdom checks to follow these tracks with advantage for 1 hour or until you cast the spell again.
All right. So make me a survival check at advantage, please. And what does it look like as you cast this spell?
I guess it kind of looks like Blythe kind of just holds his hand out, like palm up, and there's just kind of like a wispy blue light that shows up, and I guess like just like a little like a ball of like blue light, kind of like a wisp looking thing
Yeah, and
in
it just
terms of
like
spirit.
illuminates the tracks that you're trying to follow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. And they lead like straight back into the cave.
All right, and you said survival at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Did I already roll that? I did not.
No.
Blythe is Pocahontas.
Oh, 11.
Yep, they lead straight back into the cave.
Like to the left or the right? Because, like I said, it looks like
Oh,
they split off.
To
I
the
can't see, but
that's because I am not a whiz with dynamic lighting like Ryan. Cut me some slack.
never.
Now you can see as soon as you round that corner that they split and then they come right back together.
All right. And then before we go in there, I'm going to if it's possible, or I could wait. You know, if quote unquote a few. Oh no, I can only cast that on myself. Never mind.
Are
We're
you
going.
guys moving quietly as you go? How are you moving about in this cave?
So Valorant's got a candlelight, presumably because it's dark enough that Blythe is going to start to struggle to
Yeah,
see.
as you start like rounding these corners, it is
Oh.
getting darker and darker.
But since he's got dark vision on top of whatever light the candle will give him, he's going to take the lead. So
I
it
would
also kind of makes him a target with the candlelight, just in case.
just in case like the creature can't see the light, if possible, I also would like to cast. I could wait a little bit to do this if need be. Pass without trace.
That's amazing.
So me and and any creature of my choice within 30 feet get a +10 to
Stealth checks.
Yep.
yeah, stealth checks.
Seems like a good idea. So go ahead, you can both roll me stealth checks, please.
Hey,
+10, 24.
29.
All right, so you both are able to move very quietly with the help of Blythe's magic, and so I'm going to go ahead and as you creep further into this tunnel, the light seems to linger across this form in the back of the cave. And you can see sleeping on the ground is this large demonic creature.
What the fuck?
What is that?
Oh, it's terrifying.
It's a nightmare cow.
And I am now going to roll its perception to see if it sees
Oh
you.
my god.
Oh,
I hope it doesn't have
Or
a
if it
dark
wakes
vision.
up.
we so with this we can't be tracked except by magical means.
I'm just
Who's
seeing
a
if it
sleepy
wakes up.
boy?
It does not wake up. It would need like a natural 20 to like hear you guys. But that is what you see in the cave. And you can see that all around it are like bones and other things like that. Valorant, with your dark vision, go ahead and make me a perception check.
$16.
You can see in like the walls of this cavern that there's like this like kind of glint of crystal.
Like everywhere along the cave wall, or like in one particular section?
No, like in one particular section that this thing is like right next to.
All right. Does it look like a conductor stone?
You wouldn't think specifically, but it most likely is like a dragon shard of some kind.
That's amazing. All right. Blythe, you think we can get the jump on this thing?
I mean, it's worth a shot, right? We've already come in here. Might as well just get it while it's while we got it unawares.
All right. I'll line up a shot. Suppose I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, Blythe, what's your plan?
Well, Blythe can't really see much.
There's the candlelight,
How far does the candlelight reach?
30 feet. So yeah, this thing's like just out. Like you can't even like see it. You'd have to get closer to see it.
I mean, if Valvin points him in the right direction, he'll shoot, whatever he can towards it.
With the pass without a trace on the two of us, Valorant's going to try and creep forward to drop the candle, but it's just on the edge of the candlelight, so Blythe can see it to target it.
Okay.
Trying to creep forward with a 19 total.
Plus
Or
the
29
29. Yeah, so you're able to like kind of lay down the candle and then you creep back to where the two of you are. And Blythe, with the candle out there, you can see this full on this thing reflected in the candlelight.
I've never seen anything like that before, Valron, but that is horrendous.
Yeah, can't say I've come across a creature quite like that before.
Well, I guess
in all my days.
I'm ready when you are.
All right then. And Valorant's going to speak a word of curse into his revolver and hex this thing before we get started.
All right. Let me grab this. Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Oh God, what the fuck? They're gonna fight that thing.
Oh my God, Summer.
We're just enjoying omelets over here. Don't mind us. We're living a happy life. Enjoy your death.
I'm gonna put this luck on the Dos Equis I'm drinking. That's what's giving me all these good rolls.
Liquid courage.
Yeah.
How many is that?
That's 3 now.
You all are having
Use
omelets.
Rachel's turn to take
Roger
care of
still.
Well, I'm sure Rebecca will make us bring you an omelet too. She just hasn't mentioned it yet.
All right, so
Great. No
we're gonna do your surprise round things first. So go ahead and fire your shots, both with advantage.
I'm actually gonna have to get closer
Yeah, you need to be
it
5
before
feet,
I do anything.
5 feet closer, right?
Yeah, all of my other spells require concentration. Except for one, and I'm already concentrated on the pass without trace.
Welcome to Cleric Town.
All
That's
right.
how I do every
So,
session.
dang, natural 20. Okay.
Oh my.
So
Okay.
that's going to be 23 points of damage on the first shot.
Okay. Well, that's not nothing.
Right,
Did
yeah,
you
I'm gonna
double
move
your
like
hex
right.
damage?
That's the 5, I think.
Was it? Did you roll both? Okay, yeah. So how much total was it? It's 23?
23 total.
Okay. And then Blythe, what are you doing?
Unless it's resistant to necrotic damage.
It is not.
Okay.
Blythe is gonna move right out, like essentially right into the candle range, and he's gonna cast Thorn Whip.
Okay. All right.
19?
With advantage, so you might as well roll it again.
Oh, yeah.
22.
That's a 22.
Yep. Roll the damage.
For 4.
For 4.
Not a lot, but it's better than nothing.
And as the shot rings out and you both damage this creature, it roars out. And it is very upset. This creature is like this conglomeration of like a bloated buffalo and a warthog and like a dinosaur and a hippopotamus. If they like all had like the non-redeeming qualities of those animals, and it just smells so bad. But that was your surprise round. So Blythe, you're up again. Before anything else happens, you get to react.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and drop Pass Without Trace since it knows we're here now. And then I'm going to cast let's see. I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
All right, that's the 20-foot radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Or 20-foot. Yeah,
20-foot radius centered on a point within range.
So how much of the cave would you like to fill?
Let's see. I kind of want to put it like this area, I guess. So that way if it moves, it'll move right into it.
That's not the right square I need.
Basically all the way up until Blythe, but not including Blythe.
Yeah.
You could just draw a line and say everything to the right of that is affected.
So it's like that, right?
Let's see.
If Blythe wanted to, you can move it up into the middle of that cavern and affect the entire cavern up until
so
Blythe.
It's right. That's awesome. That right there, wonderful.
So
it's in it. Once it moves, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it moves.
Okay, so Blythe extends his hands out, and once again, the roots and other things extend from the cavernous floor, and this spiked growth raises up. This creature like lumbers up and begins moving through this towards you. And
it is difficult terrain.
Oh. It's not going to get up that far then. Well, it's going to use its dash to get up to you then. It's going to use its action.
So, how many feet?
Oh, wait,
is
no,
that?
it's not.
That's
no, it's
10d4.
Not. Sorry.
Right?
I correct myself. It's going to, as it stands up, it looks at you. It can see you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, gaze attack.
6.
Okay. I have some damage I need to roll.
No.
So, okay.
No.
And then I'll have to do another con save to see if I keep concentration on this for the damage.
You thought the darkness was your friend, but I was born in it.
That's 34 points of necrotic damage as there's this
You gotta be fucking kidding
this
me.
blackish gray like ray of energy that erupts from this creature's like eyes, and it just smashes into you.
All right, cool. Let me make a con
raise of
save.
hands of
This
who
thing
that
is
would kill.
cows?
Let me make a con save to see if I keep concentration on right. It's a con save for concentration.
Oh my god.
17 is the DC.
I didn't make it. So spike growth, it's gone.
Oh my!
Wasted a spell slot.
You shouldn't have been worried about.
That would have
It
killed
was
Roger
good
outright.
Worried about Roger.
That
What
was
your
all of my hit
save?
points.
Your save was 6.
Yeah, my con save for the gaze was 6,
All right.
and 15 for spike
Well, that's
growth.
never a good thing when the DM questions that.
Did I just throw a CR12 monster at these guys?
Well, No, but
There's
You
only
failed by
11.
5 or more. Something bad happens, right?
yeah. So let me just read this to you.
You're fucking
I don't think I
Uh,
want to
no.
hear
If
it.
if the saving
Oh,
throw
no.
fails by
God.
5 or more, this target instead takes 64 necrotic damage.
Oh,
The
fuck.
target
Don't worry, you're not dead outright.
the target
Okay,
dies
so
if
hold
reduced
on.
to 0 hit points by this ray.
You're dead.
He's dead.
What?
Blythe
Yep,
is dead.
dead.
Okay, let me
Like,
just fix
dead?
that real quick.
Wait, dead?
Do you need me to make a death save?
Dead?
Or I'm dead?
No,
Like,
no,
is
no,
it
no,
dead?
no.
It
I've
says
used
you
this
are
against the party
dead.
before. You're fucking dead.
It
It's
is
a death
it is a death ray. You are dead.
Damn, he only
The
made it
DM just
to
told
session
Laura.
4.
Are you shitting me? Like, holy sh!
What the fuck is this thing?
Oh my god.
This is
Oh,
what
oh my
real
God.
monsters are like in D&D, guys.
Nick, at
Oh
None of
my
this
first
God.
cool
level,
shit like goblins. No, they fucking kill you.
I'm gonna tell you, this is only a CR5 creature.
Yeah.
Oh
Holy
my
Yep.
god.
Holy shit.
good
Oh
thing
my
I have a
God.
backup
Blythe, we
character for
didn't get to know
Blythe.
you very well, but you lived a good
Oh my God.
3 sessions.
Valron, it is your turn.
I think you should just fucking run, man. Like, fuck.
What do you do, Valron? Your buddy just died. Oh.
Valron's gonna raise his pistol up, point his iron sights at this thing, aim to make it between the eyes as he's gonna make this a violent shot. As he speaks, this hex begins to surge through the barrel of the weapon, and it starts to noticeably elongate the barrel somewhat. And he's gonna take a shot.
Yeah, fire away.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No!
So
10 misses.
Any inspiration for him sucking the soul of Blythe as a shit?
Oh
We're talking about
no!
So
Devil
he's
people,
going
right?
to run forward 20 feet, action surge, and for his action surge action, going to scoop up Blythe and start pulling him back.
Yeah,
You can still save
half
him.
speed with carrying him.
So I can only pull him back 5 more feet.
Yeah. I'll say you can grab Blythe with your item interaction, so you can dash, so you could get like 15
Another
more.
15. All right.
Yeah.
The DM is being generous after Brother Blythe.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Pulling him
it's-
back
I
behind
feel
this
like
rock into cover.
Ryan
is
would
now an
Ryan
item.
would let me do that if it were me. Like, you're dragging him. Okay.
What the DM is actually saying is that Blythe is now an item
He's now an
or an
object.
object.
It's
mean,
not a living person,
That
that's
is
for sure.
an object. The demon is going to chase you, and it's going to use its action to dash. It does have to squeeze through right here, so it can't quite make it out. It moves slow through this cave. It is your turn. At the start of your turn, because you're within 10 feet of this thing, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
My
Because
God.
the
Oh my
stench
God.
is so bad.
Oh, thank God it's a stench.
14.
14. That is a failure. You are
Oh no!
you are poisoned until the start of the creature's next turn.
Fantastic.
But it's your turn.
All right, so yeah, Valorant is just going to haul ass, movement, sprinting, pulling Blythe, getting the fuck out of there.
That's correct, Scratch. We don't have anybody at a level that could revive anyway.
Unless
No
there's
one
anybody
has
in
to.
town.
Maybe there's a magic
And
there.
all the while, he's just like shouting out, like, "Hang on, kid, hang on, we're gonna get you out of this."
Well, I mean, he has a powerful dad. Can he, like, talk to his dad or something? I don't
Hey, Dad, I murdered my best friend. Can you help him out, please?
Devil Daddy, can you help?
Devil Daddy, come on.
Okay, never mind. Keep him dead.
Asmo Daddy, please.
All right, so that's a squeeze there, so it's only going to get to about there. All right, so you are no longer poisoned as you get used to the stench, and it is your turn. Oh, I need to roll to see if its death ray recharges.
Blythe
like
comes
the
back
sound
to
of
life.
Oh.
All right, it's your
You want to
turn.
know how I got these scars?
Continuing to double move, pulling Blythe out of here.
It's going to continue to chase you. This is a squeeze. This is a squeeze.
I mean, good thing there's horses outside.
This is a squeeze.
I'm very upset. I wanted to be involved in this death mayhem.
You just wanted
we
Roger to
thought we could
die.
do it.
You're,
I mean, if it's a way to get out of these
you're
terrible
picking
stats
up.
I
You're
rolled.
picking up some ground on it because it has to squeeze out of this cave. But it's your turn.
As soon as it's
Continuing.
out.
Another 30 feet this round, and I'm just going to turn back to see how fast this thing's gaining on us.
Yeah.
See if-
At this point, it's going to catch up to you. I think as it dashes, it is now caught up to you.
Oh no.
It's your turn.
I do have a question, DM.
So yeah,
How far is the ranch from town?
like an hour.
Okay. We
Oh,
wouldn't have done
I'm
that.
going to try for another violent shot, speaking another word of curse into the revolver. 16 to hit?
16 hits.
All right, so this is going to do 3d8.
All right, roll high.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So that's 8 piercing, but also the hex.
Oh, Ryan.
9 damage.
Oh, buddy.
Killer!
All right. Anything else you'd
That's-
like to do?
Please, Nick.
You know,
I'm not
just
the
look
one.
it in the eye.
I'm not the one that went into the cave. Like it was sleeping. They could have left.
I must say, I'm thoroughly enjoying someone else dying for making a dumb decision.
Gonna try to make it out of the cave.
We've got it right where we want it,
Uh,
exactly as we planned it. That's
So
Valorant's turn.
okay,
So I hear you planned on killing Blythe.
I did not plan on killing Blythe.
Oh my god.
All right,
Well,
it's
I don't
going
think this
to.
thing would just wreck me.
I'm pretty sure
It
just
really
about all of
wrecked.
us would say would fail that Constitution saving throw against death rate.
Mhm.
It is going to swing its tail at you. That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right.
And I'd like to hit back. Letting loose a little hellish rebuke as its tail smashes into Valor and flames are going to shoot back at it.
So it hits you for 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And go ahead and roll your. Oh, there's the hellish rebuke. All right, let me roll its dex
Dex
save.
save from you.
It got a natural 1.
All right, I lose my hex.
So 11 damage.
11 fire damage.
It takes the full brunt of your fire,
Aha!
and I
Bet you
believe
feel ridiculous now.
okay, and that's the end of its turn. It's your turn. At the start of your turn, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Problemo.
And you're down to what, 20 HP, Ryan?
It's a 16 on the con save, and
So
I'm at 20 hit points.
You save on the stench, and you are immune to it for 1 hour.
Oh
It
my
is
god, that's
Something
amazing.
positive.
It's gonna lead it right into
Positive.
town, and it's gonna eat everyone.
it is your turn.
No, you can stop it.
Bonus action, I'm going to second wind to get back 8 hit points. And I'm going to draw a scimitar and a dagger and just start stabbing away at this thing with. Or sorry, I can't with the offhand just yet. So I'm just going to slice at it with
If
the
you
scimitar.
if you drop your oh no, you use your bonus for second.
Yeah, you can't draw twice.
Yep.
That's a 20.
Oh, another crit!
Yes!
For 7 slashing damage.
All
Dang
right.
it!
And that's his turn.
All right, the creature is going to once again swing its tail at you. That's a natural 1.
Huzzah!
It is your turn. Oh wait, I gotta roll for the thing.
For
Okay.
death ray back.
It is your
Oh
turn.
my
No more
God.
death rays.
All right. Now scimitar and a dagger just slicing as best he can. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Yeah.
Another 6 slashing. Then the offhand. 18
18 hits.
and 4 piercing damage on that. No modifier.
All right, you're winning this war.
Yes.
Until it gets
How
death
long?
ray back.
Yeah.
It once again and tries to swing this heavy tail at you. Ooh, this one might hit. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Oh my.
Fire got low AC.
That's 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really close. Wait, you
Yeah.
have 5 left?
It's time.
5 left.
It is your turn. I will tell you, this creature has 20 HP left.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I think
Ryan, you need another crit.
you should run, man.
But yeah, you should
Run and shoot. Run and shoot.
It'll run faster than him. That's the problem, I think.
But
But
on
the horses are outside.
The horses?
Oh my god.
If you
no.
because he'll only have to leave one horse behind, because Blythe isn't gonna ride a fucking horse.
So, Valorant, what are you gonna do?
Say that.
Leave a horse for bait.
I'm gonna double check my firearm proficiency to see if I have disadvantage for shooting at point blank.
Because
It's a ranged attack, right?
because you're that fighter archetype, I'm gonna say you don't.
Because I think that gives it to me.
Yeah.
So he's going to just open fire with his revolver and hope his last couple of shots that he's got in here is his gamble, effectively. 14 to hit
14 hits.
for 11 piercing
Oh.
damage,
That's funny.
but I only get the one shot off with the revolver.
All right. It is the creature's turn.
Roll it out in the open, Nick.
Well, I'm rolling my actual dice. That's a 12 to hit.
12 misses.
It is
Yeah!
it is
Yeah,
your turn.
yeah!
Does he get
You
his
just
death
have
ray
to get
back?
11 again. You can do this.
It does get the death rate. Recharges on a 5. Okay.
God.
It is one, guys. It is one round. Someone's gonna die.
Wait, I thought he's immune to it for an hour.
That's
No, that's the stench
That's the
ray. The
stench.
death
Oh,
ray
that's
is gonna fucking kill him.
What the fuck?
All right.
I got 5 hit points.
Valorant.
I think
this creature
even if I
has
succeed.
9 HP left.
Oh my god.
You have to get a 14.
Pistol straight up and just, oh, that's a natural 1. No, that's a 7. Oh, 13 to hit?
13 misses.
Can this just be like a bad dream?
I'm going to say that this creature, despite getting its death ray back, it's in close quarters with you. It's going to try to smash you with its tail, though.
The damage
This is also
Well, I
not
think
a
it wants
very
to eat you.
intelligent creature.
It wants to eat you, right?
It wants to
A
eat
death
you.
ray would
It
spoil the
wants
meat.
food.
It wants to eat you.
Valorant, hold on, I'm gonna roll a die here real quick because I'm gonna shout something out in either abyssal or infernal because I speak both and I know this thing is fiendish and there's a chance it can just throw it off just ever so slightly. So in infernal, Valorant's gonna shout out like, "Fool, what are you doing?" Just hoping that if it speaks infernal, just that split second, it's gonna hesitate.
Well, does a
Might be
13
all I need.
hit you?
13 misses. It works.
I got a 6 on the die. It's your turn.
Firing with the revolver. Last shot in here.
19 hits. Roll some damage.
Gonna beat 9. Oh no! He's still alive. He's got 5 hit points.
Wow.
You guys are equally matched now.
Oh my god! Someone's gonna
Uh,
die. Someone's gonna die.
All right.
People.
Is he gonna
Anything
hold on
else
the
you'd
death
like
ray
to do?
again?
All right, kid. We're getting you out of this one.
Do you have any potions or anything like that?
I do
Oh my
not.
god, Valorant doesn't even know that Blythe is dead.
All right.
Oh, that's
wish
gonna
I
be
did.
funny.
I
Here,
sure
Just
wish
leave
I
her
did.
here comes the creature's tail.
Please, please,
I rolled
please.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah!
That's great.
Plus 7 is not enough. That's 11.
That's 11.
That is going to miss.
God.
So revolver's out. So I'm swinging with the scimitar.
Please. You just need 5.
A 14 to hit
14
That
is
hits.
the
No, that
AC. Roll the damage.
for 5 slashing.
Yes!
Valron, how do you want to do this?
So like, as I'm like halfway into this thing's mouth, like he just drops the pistol and just starts blindly stabbing at the neck while he can still move his elbow, just furiously slashing again and again and again and again. This thing collapses. He just keeps swinging and swinging and swinging until he stops feeling it fighting back. And he's going to just leave a dagger stuck into this thing's neck, pry himself free, and start pulling Blythe towards the horses.
Before you like pry yourself free, you can see like one of the slashes that you've done across this creature's chest has revealed its heart. And it is there.
Take it for a souvenir.
And you
Try to cut it
remember
out.
the words that you heard in the reflection of the crystal.
I'm going to take a moment to cut it out.
So you cut out this demon's heart, and then you drag Blythe out. The Blythe is not moving, not breathing. Blythe is dead.
Oh.
No! Blythe, you had such a short life. It's only 4 sessions. 3.5.
Call your dad or something.
I imagine that even if it's poorly, he's going to attempt CPR at the very least, just like failing to bring Blythe back.
Yeah, you're like, pressing onto the chest, blowing into the mouth, and nothing is stopping. Yeah, you can see the color is fading from his skin, and yeah, he's gone.
Holy fuck.
Fucking damn it. Sorry, kid. Fuck, you didn't deserve that.
I wasn't ready for Blythe to go, and I never even really knew him.
No.
Damn.
God.
So you want me to roll stats, Nick?
But we're gonna have to talk about it. Like, you did have an idea.
I did have an idea.
Oh my god.
You were so prepared! We were not prepared for this summer. You can't just murder your people like Lucas does.
Oh, Lucas is very prepared. Roger's
No, I
sitting
have
at the bar with some
Stop
whiskey and he's eating some
preparing for
chalupas.
Roger's
Like,
death.
it's a great day.
No joke. I have backups for every single character. I have a backup for Tuli if she ever dies.
I don't have backups. I'm very
Don't even
committed
look
to
at my
people.
D&D Beyond. I literally have 60 backups. All right, don't even start.
For what it's worth for Blythe, that creature is called a Catoblepas.
That's such a fun name.
You got killed by a Catoblepas.
And
Fuck those things.
Oh.
so
They are
Oh, that's
his favorite
interesting.
creature from here on out.
so Ryan, as Valron is like sitting there with the only person left alive in this encounter, what do you do with this fiend's heart?
Eat it.
Yeah, he's
Devoured soul.
lost the kid. He went from a moment where it was just fun and games to holy fuck, and just the flip of a coin, the blink of an eye, things went bad to terrible fast. So he's gonna look back towards this monster, and he's just going to start biting into its heart.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna go back into that cave and check out those crystals while I'm just snacking on this thing as best I can to stomach it and
Yeah.
the smell.
So you, with the consumption of a fiend's heart that is a higher CR than you, you will gain the improved Devil Sight ability from the Warlock class. I believe that's where it is, right? Mechanically.
I think so. That's amazing.
Roll me an investigation check for the crystals.
16?
Just based off the fact that you just came from a mine filled with these, you can guess that there are shards of kyber crystals in here.
All right, that's interesting.
So we're gonna leave you there.
Oh my god.
Jesus!
Fuck, we were just talking about omelets.
So back in town, what's everyone else doing?
Yeah, how's your guys'
Not
morning
dying.
going?
We were having a perfectly fine morning. We were making omelets, and Rebecca kept dropping eggshells in there, but I didn't have the heart to tell her she was doing it wrong, so we just made really crunchy omelets.
Just omelets, no death.
No death, just death of, little unborn chickens. It's fine. With crunchy little remains of their shells. And we were going to bring them to scratch, as Fox does every morning.
How the hell do we continue?
Yeah, I prefer my omelets.
Roger's going to continue on with his life by fixing the curtains that are inside the theater.
Please, we're just living normal lives here in this town, okay? Town of Amarillo. We're just happy little people eating omelets and fixing curtains. Nothing is.
God, how the hell? God, this is the first time I've witnessed a character death.
Does a random thunderstorm come over the town at least? Just out of nowhere?
It wasn't random. It's still kind of lingering from the night before. Yeah, you just.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
There's
you just hear
thunder
a
strikes.
rumble of thunder that morning.
This isn't ominous at all.
And
I'm
yeah,
sure this is
it
fine.
begins to rain. And Scratch, you eventually find your way over to Fox's cart, and Rebecca's there, and they're making omelets.
But usually we bring them to the blacksmiths because his character coin is there.
Perfect. So they come over to the blacksmith shop, and you guys are making omelets together.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little little speechless.
Omelet.
No, that's fair.
A little different this morning.
Yeah, Rebecca helped. She was having a bit of a rough morning, so I told her to help me with the omelets. There's just a little special ingredients in there this time. She'll wink.
They've got a pleasant crunch to them.
Fox
Yeah,
is just not.
I'll admit I was a bit clumsy with it all. I kind of, they kind of fell in there, but it's a bit of texture, and as Thelma used to say, it adds a bit of character to the omelet.
I'm sure it's only good for you. I mean, extra calcium.
I'm sure you're right. These omelets have plenty of character, so.
Thank you.
Here, Paris, we'll make you one too if you'd like. Or not, that's fine.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Oh, you can. He's awful busy.
Yeah, he's working at the forge.
He's busy. That's fine. We're just making omelets over here like normal people, not being murdered by demons in fields.
What do you mean? You know nothing about that.
No.
Do you want it to be real sad?
I don't know. What are you gonna say, Lucas?
I was
Oh my
working on a
God.
fine silk vest for Blythe.
Oh.
You want to know what's even sadder? His sister has no idea.
Where is his sister?
We have no idea of sister either.
Yeah,
We
they
didn't
have
even
no
know
idea
you
that she
have a
exists.
sister.
I mean, you know that she exists. because he
Trudy?
mentioned the rattlesnake thing to Fox.
Yeah, and,
But
and
that's
they
it.
know about like hit the farm that he came from because like yeah, you guys
They-
are like gonna have to go on a quest of like tell
They
Blythe's
think
family
that
he's
Alice
dead.
is with his parents. They don't even know that his parents are dead.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So many secrets we'll never know about Blythe.
We know this kid
Yeah.
lied about having a good life.
Like I mean, if we
Legit,
want,
this-
we could just take like a 10-minute break or 5-minute break here to process what just happened.
The death of Blythe Langley.
Oh my god!
We didn't know him long, but he made an impact on all of our lives.
You
We're only
guys,
four
Like, what-
sessions
you
in.
guys even were like, should we go back and get everyone else? Like,
Quick question.
if everyone
what
was
your
there,
plan on this?
if everyone was there and you all jumped on it at the same time, the thing would have just been dead instantly.
Yeah, but we were, I honestly, I figured that both Valorant and Blythe had enough HP to deal with this thing, and I was so wrong.
Well, like it would have been fine if you had rolled a little higher, but you rolled so low on you rolled 10 below it on your save that I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna be able to fudge this.
all of my other rolls were so good, and then the con save just fell through.
Yeah, I like, because like I think that death ray is what makes that a CR5 creature because it doesn't have multi attack. Like it's kind of just a big sack of hit points, but like if you fail that save, like zap.
You're gone.
Don't worry, Blythe. I almost died to falling out of a cart.
And you're not going to die. Quit saying you're going to die.
He got
Yes.
one hit, not even one hit, one gazed and died.
One gaze.
Well, yeah, a
He
death
just
ray
looked at
is
you and
like
you shit your pants and died.
Death Ray is a 6th level spell, right?
I don't know.
Like
5
creatures
or
like
6?
beholders have that, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yes.
a beholder thing.
It's not
Yeah.
good.
But I think
it's
you
I mean-
it's essentially Finger of Death, which is
he
like a
still put
6th
up
or
a
7th
good
level.
fight
Hell
for
yeah.
what it was worth.
Oh my god.
I mean, the two of you took out a CR5 creature.
Yeah, that I did not think.
The spike growth was such a clutch move too, because like it would have to charge at us to hit us.
Yeah, if it had just moved, I think we would have had it. Because
It
that was going to be
normally-
like, if you moved up to Blythe, that would have been
Well,
10d4.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, well, like if it realizes that it can't move, like then it's just gonna
If he
shoot its
didn't have a
ray thing
range
at
Oh my
you.
attack
God.
available.
Oh my! I just realized something.
What?
Oh no.
We can't redo the encounter. It has to make a perception check to understand if it's dangerous to
Yeah,
move.
it shouldn't have known that it was not allowed to move on the floor.
Well, like I made the call because it was difficult terrain and it had just stood up, so it technically couldn't move.
It could move,
Like,
but
He used half of his
In order to
movement
know-
stand up.
in order to know that it was dangerous to move, it would have had to make a perception check.
oh, okay. Well, it takes
Too late, you're dead.
It takes some damage and then shoots you. Like I don't know. Damn.
This is... Fuck.
Okay, I got a good
This-
character idea. So I'm okay with Blythe being dead.
Oh my gosh.
Legit, this kind of got a bit real, you know? Like, it's
Things got a little out of hand.
fun game.
I can't
It
shake
was
the
funny.
feeling that Valron should be dead too.
It-
When
Right?
that thing got his,
Old man, he
when
was
that
close.
thing got his gaze back, it like he was low enough that it would have killed him.
A dead gaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. For sure.
Like Valorant, everyone else just wanted to see Valorant and Blythe in town and be like, huh, wonder what happened to those guys.
Like we weren't
Looks
close
like they
enough to
went
go
off
hunt
into
them
a cave all
down.
by themselves and got themselves
Armin would
killed.
notice that they didn't come back at some point.
Oh, then we'd have to get.
And
a
then he
posse
would have
together.
died. If Valorant died, then Armin would have died. Then there would be no worker for the ranch.
Technically
Ranch
speaking,
would have
that
died.
monster probably could single-handedly wipe out the village.
Easily.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He was already killing all of our cows.
At least one of them.
Now it's not a threat.
Now
Yeah.
it's not a threat, and neither is Blythe.
You bodied that
Died
thing.
saving the animals. It's what he would have
Yeah,
wanted.
I mean, as far as we know, Valorant's coming back out, no Blythe, covered in blood.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that in the cards.
Could it be?
No, no, don't worry. There's plenty of Blythe in a bloody heap over Valorant's shoulder.
Saving them
Still
for later.
here.
I'll just prop him up and just Weekend at Bernie's.
No, I think the biggest thing is like if you walk into town and Valorant doesn't realize that his face is covered in blood because he was eating a heart, that it might look weird to everyone else.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, just snacking on it, just like, yeah, what's up, guys?
So speaking of snacking on, so you guys are over at the blacksmith shop having some breakfast.
God.
Maverick eventually comes and tries to find you all, and can't, not being able to locate you because he doesn't know to go to Paris's. He's gonna go to the Soul Theater because he heard you guys talking about it. And so eventually, Roger, you see Maverick walking in, kind of like looking around, and he sees you and gives you like a wave.
Walk over to him. Yeah, Maverick, what can I do? Excuse me, what can I do for you?
Hey, well, I was looking for Valorant and Blythe and Fox, everyone, because I did some asking around, and turns out that my Uncle Fritz made his way out to Graywood, out to the southwest, and you know, y'all were so helpful in the mines. I was wondering if you'd been willing to come out there with me and give it an investigation.
Of course, I will. I don't know where everyone else went. I believe Rebecca was going to go see Fox at her fortune-telling cart.
Yeah.
Other than
went
that,
by
I
there.
haven't seen anybody else today.
I didn't see them. And you hear Alma shouting from like her office, and she says, check Paris's. That's where that one likes to hang out.
Apparently, Paris is the morning spot, so we might want to head in that direction in order to.
What's a Paris? Paris's.
Paris is the blacksmith in town.
Oh, got it.
Now, follow me.
I know
I'll show you
Paris.
the way.
Okay, perfect.
Alma, I'll be back. We'll go figure out what's going on.
So the two of you make your way down yonder hill, down to Paris's blacksmith shop, and what are the three of you up to as Maverick and Roger arrive?
Well, Scratch
Talking.
is just working. He's trying to settle in and take care of what needs to get done today.
Rebecca will attempt to make herself useful. So, anything that Fox is doing,
She's helping me with the omelet.
Oh God, what was that?
Sadness.
That was the sound of the forge going hot.
Yeah.
Ignore that, Lila.
Why
I know
is
I
it
think
so-
Amanda turned her speakers on.
Yeah, what's going on? Why is it so echoey, Amanda?
It's fixed.
Okay.
The headphones came unplugged.
Oh, okay.
All bad. But yeah, we're making omelets at the forge. Or the forge. Jesus, what have you done to me, Lucas?
Rebecca,
You know, the place.
Rebecca, if you want to help me out here, you can hold these tongs and that billet of steel.
Oh, yeah, no problem. You know, I used to work for something like this before I kind of, well, let's just say you shouldn't be buying any more bullets from one person down at Ragtown. I kind of added a little bit too much gunpowder and it kind of blew up in your face. But anyway, yeah, I'll do that.
So did you say that's how you burned your face?
No, I don't know how I burned my face. I just worked for a bit, and something like this, I just added a little bit too much gunpowder to a lot of bullets, so they kind of explode in your face.
When Scratch says that, Fox is gonna give him this look of like, dude, you can't just ask people that.
out of character, Ben thought that she just said that's how I burned my face.
Okay.
No. No.
You just ask people how they burn their face. Zeke, okay?
You just can't ask people why they're white.
And Scratch starts trying to straighten out this piece of steel. He's trying to forge a blade, and he gets Rebecca to turn it over when he needs to, and he's just trying to sort of show her how to work around the forge.
Roger, this is what you see when you walk in.
Fox will be
I
talking to
will,
Paris, like she usually does.
Generously point my hand for Maverick to see the rest of the party. They're over there waiting for you.
Ah, there
Does
you all are.
Rebecca hear this?
Because if she does, with the tongs in place, she'll like turn around with this hot piece of steel to face Roger, and say hi. Realize that she's carrying something sharp and hot. I want to burn it today.
Yeah, Rebecca's like swinging this hot piece of steel around Scratch as you turn and see Roger and Maverick entering the blacksmith shop.
Well, sounds like it's time for a D20 roll. Okay, that would be a natural 16 to go with my +4 athletics. So that's a 20 as I try to grab the tongs in the metal before she hurts someone with it.
Oh yeah, you're able to snatch it right from her. She's like barely paying attention, and she just like kind of lets it go as you like take it from her as she's like talking to Roger as he comes through the door.
Roger, I thought you were just taking the day off and going to be working in the theater all day. It's so nice to see you, and you too, Mr. Maverick. Nice to see you too. I was just over here talking to Fox, and I made an omelet. It was a bit crunchy, but she talked to me about the dream I've been having, and I'm still a little bit freaked out, but at least I have something to go with it. But how are you doing?
Howdy. Doing good. I figured out where my Uncle Fritz is, and I was wondering if y'all would be interested in coming along with me. We're awful helpful down in the mines, and I'd like to hire you to kind of go with me and investigate what's going on.
Fox is gonna cross her arms. So you want us to go into another dark, dangerous place?
I don't think Greywood's that dangerous. It's just like a little town out in the desert.
Wait, is
as he says this, like Paris, like his attention is piqued, and he turns to you and he says, "Well, Greywood's a good place, filled with good people. I have quite a few friends that live out in Greywood. One of my really good friends. Hold on, Nick needs the name. Stand by. Mr. Harbatkin lives out there. Good guy. Harbatkin.
Hadouken?
Hadouken.
Mr. Paris, is that the one that you needed to make the delivery out to?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, they were gonna make it their way out this way, but if you're gonna go out there, yeah, here. And he just like has like this package ready to go.
Well, Mr. Maverick, it looks like at least I may have a reason to go out there regardless, so.
Mr. Maverick, wondering, I fucking forgot legit the name of the thing that we're going to, and I don't remember, and that's okay. Is this next? What? Harbacken? No. The name of the town. What was the town called?
Oh, Greywood.
Greywood. Thank
you. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Mr. Maverick, I'm just wondering. Is Greywood next to Godscar Canyon? I got some business I gotta take.
They're nowhere near each other. Let me show you the map.
Godskin Canyon, isn't that like super far away?
Godscar Canyon is all the way up here.
Oh, that's over.
And
That's over
Greywood
where
is down.
That's
where the
where
Langley
Blythe's
farm
sister is.
was. Where they think he, where they.
So it sounds
She
like maybe
possibly
Blythe's
is.
backup character is his sister. Can keep Blythe alive through his
Lord,
family.
I hope
I'm
not.
gonna have to talk
The entire
to.
family killed in the first 6 episodes.
She's like 10. She's like 9.
Sorcerer
Virginia.
Prodigy, hello.
But yeah, Greywood is just southwest of Amarillo.
That's the place where Blythe was gonna look.
For
For
dried
the
up
dried up
wells.
wells.
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. There was Blythe content along the way.
Not anymore.
It's sad.
Man, now I have to go and change my stream because I had character art for Blythe on there.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm so sorry for your loss.
I'm so
Lucas.
sorry, Lucas.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's,
So
it's a terrible
sorry.
inconvenience.
Inconvenient. Just die.
If only there'd been a responsible
Okay,
adult to
Nick.
go with Blythe and make sure that nothing crazy happened.
I'm just saying.
Just outrun.
Roger would have died
This ominous
instead of.
cave seems perfectly fine for a
Roger,
child to go
not-
in town.
Have died. Stop. Make Roger die.
I'm just saying. I would have jumped in front of those eyeballs.
Roger has to live so Blythe can be dead.
I believe that the Hart Ranch is on our way out of town, headed to the southwest. We can stop by and grab Valorant and Blythe on our way out.
I don't know if I'm ready to see
I
what's
think
there.
that Blythe might be a magnificent addition to this particular escapade. He's quite a strong young man.
Yeah, and I'll pay for the horses and the supplies and such.
Can I just say, out of character, that I drew some cards and I just happened to draw the Knight of Swords and I was like, oh, I should talk to Blythe about Rebecca's dreams. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, because apparently he's the swords guy.
It's fine. It's fine. The Knight of Swords is dead.
I agree.
Oh my
This is
God.
Fox's fault.
Oh my
Everything
God.
is Fox's fault. She
Why
predicted
didn't
that.
you tell us not to go in the cave?
I
That's
didn't know
not
you were
true.
going to go into the cave. Or maybe, I would have said, maybe we shouldn't do that, guy, because I didn't want to go to the mines either.
Where was your port instead, Fox?
I was making omelets.
Oh my god, could you imagine if Fox was there?
It would have
Oh my
done everything!
God.
I was like, I could have changed so many
Oh
things.
my god, you
Bardic
could have, at the
inspiration.
very least, you could have made it like not less than 5 or something. Like,
Yeah,
oh my god.
Don't you have what is it, luck?
I have
Portents.
luck, I have Portent, I have Bardic Inspiration, I have Bane, and I have Vicious Mockery. I could have changed everything. Literally, that's my job.
Here's the way to look at it. It wasn't in the cards.
It wasn't
It
in
wasn't
the
in the
cards.
I know.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna take my to-go
Oh.
chalupa and whiskey bottle and let's go to this Greywood place and figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, yeah.
Taking on the job.
You guys take a couple hours around town, like getting the horses and supplies ready, but eventually you're ready to
God,
saddle
yeah.
up and you make your way out toward. Is there anything else anyone would like to do in town before they leave?
Maybe bury Blythe properly.
They don't know he's dead yet.
They don't know he's
Did
dead
Not
yet.
yet. Probably
you
get
wanna-
there.
Well, because they have to go to Hart Ranch before leaving town, right?
Does
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
does Fox want to take her cart the whole way with them?
No, Fox will leave her cart. 'Cause, I mean, if I had like a secret stash of healing potions and stuff, but she's definitely bringing Jinx.
Okay. Yeah, you can
and-
leave the cart at Paris's. Like, he's fine with that.
Maybe before we leave, if we could perhaps possibly look, does this town have? We don't have money. Who am I kidding? Never mind. Let's continue.
You have a
You have to-
benefactor that seems to have money.
Can we get maybe some health potions? Because that saved us last fight, and I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it would help us. But
You
Like,
fa-
I think our
Fox is
apothecary just
conscious of
died.
that.
I don't think anyone in town
no,
would be able
I
to
was about
sell.
to say I don't think anyone in this town.
No,
would
I
have.
don't think
feel
there's
like
anybody that's set up for that.
that's fine. Let's continue. Ignore me.
And the whiskey's not
Well-
just for drinking; it's for wounds.
I don't
For
believe
my medicine.
you. I don't believe you.
Mhm.
drink the
Roger
wine.
actually doesn't drink alcohol.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Aw.
We'll see after you see Dad Blythe laying on the ground.
Rebecca would fill in Telma and ask if she has any supplies to go along. Maybe she has some health potions. Who knows? She seems
Oh,
like
let's see. Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I get advantage because I'm just so sweet? And
Yes.
I did
Let me do a
sit
backflip.
The answer is yes,
Natural
because
20.
you
Yeah.
are you are one of her favorites.
Oh my god, I'm someone's favorite.
Why do you think I'm trying to get Roger to die? Nobody likes him.
Stop.
Hey, we're gonna get a squirt bottle
With
first.
with
Spray him.
Blythe with Blythe
If
dead,
it's worth anything,
he is one more
Blythe
up
liked
there.
Roger.
He's still last, but just now out of 5.
Oh my god, are you serious?
You know what's funny is
Oh,
I
that's a
rolled.
performance.
Oh,
That's a performance.
Oh,
how about persuasion?
isn't that still the same modifier?
It is.
No, Summer. I think you should just no.
Stay out of it.
Actually, Rachel, I play a bard. I think I know.
So, she does in fact have 2 common healing potions. She gives one to you and one to Roger, and she says, "Please be safe."
Mrs. Talma, I promise you I will ensure that I will make sure that I'm not going to get seriously injured, and I'm going to look after Roberts. His name is Robert.
His
I'm
name
gonna
is
look after
Roger,
Robert.
dear. I hope you don't get too confused with that.
That's what I've been saying.
Okay, yes.
What have I been saying?
Anyways, you two keep each other safe. And safe journeys.
Thank you, Miss Talma.
All right, so the 5 of you depart for the Heart Ranch, and while you're traveling, we're going to cut back over there. Ryan, why don't you tell us what's happening?
So Valorn probably brings Blythe and the horse back to the Hart Ranch. And he's going to bring Blythe and just kind of lay his remains out like on the kitchen table and just drape a sheet over the body as he goes to just fill in the Mr. Hart on what's transpired just outside of his property line.
Do you
To let him know
Do you just tell him straight the truth?
straight up like that there was a fiend that has been picking off some of the cattle, that Blythe was able to track it back to the caves, and while we were checking out to see what was going on, I thought we could handle things ourselves rather than involving anybody else, and things turned sour. If Blythe didn't make it out, and with permission, I'd like to bury Blythe here on the property line. I don't know much about the kid, but from what I could tell, he didn't have the best family life back wherever he came from.
Yeah. Do you tell him why the creature was in the cave?
I'll tell him about the kyber crystals that were in the cave, and about how I've heard that these dragon shards can attract fiends.
Wow. That's a lot and unfortunate, and yes, absolutely we can bury the boy. I'll help. And like the rest of the family, like Pearl and her mom and are everyone's in tears. It's just a really sad moment, and you and Armand, go out into the rain, and there's a tree, near the house. Hold on, I've got a map of the Heart Ranch here. So, just like one of this grove of trees out here near the house. You guys just go out there and begin digging. By the time you've got the hole about 6 feet deep, that's when everyone you see a group of people riding up in the rain.
I don't want to interrupt, but are you being ironic, Nick? Because his father, his last resting place was a tree, and now Blythe's last resting place is at a tree.
Where the fuck else are you gonna bury people, Summer?
I don't know. I was just asking.
I have not.
Dump them down a well.
I opened up my map and I went, which place makes the more sense to bury someone? So I wasn't trying to be ironic.
It's actually kind of hard to bury somebody under trees. Too many roots.
There's a lot of roots.
Near the trees.
That's how important.
Back here, near the trees.
You guys don't think Blythe was worth the effort?
Yeah.
Dig a hole.
Jeez. But the rest of the party, you can see them riding up Valron. With Maverick in tow as well. And then everyone has
With
horses.
happy smiles and just a radiant, positive attitude.
And
heading towards you.
Yeah, the rest of you, you can see Valron is out here digging a hole, a really deep hole. And you can see that there are 2 women on the porch crying. And there's another man that's helping Valron dig this hole.
Fox is going to slow to a damn it, Rebecca. Damn it, Rebecca!
Say it out loud for the audience.
Jeez, who died?
Continue.
So upset.
So Amanda, you were saying.
Hold on.
She's dying right now.
Jesus. Okay, Rebecca.
Rebecca didn't say that. I just thought it would be perfect.
I'm crying now. Thank you for that. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, my poor Blythe.
Poor boy. He lived too short of a life.
He really did.
It's like 3.5 episodes. I didn't see it. I really thought he was just gonna like come into his own and be like this amazing man and just. Now he's dead.
He
Anyways.
was like 10.
Was he? I thought he was
He was 15.
He was just a baby.
He was a baby.
A little tiny baby.
Should have known not to go into a demon's lair with a demon-horned creature.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. We're just riding peacefully towards the
Sounds a little bit
strand.
discriminatory there.
So you all do. You approach and you see Valron. It's out here digging a hole.
I'll approach the crying women on the porch. Is everything? Well, what's going on?
Oh, the teenager Pearl speaks up and she says, "The fiend got to the poor boy Blythe, and well, he's dead."
The fiend, and she's gonna like look up and around. And...
No, not Valron. They found a demon out. they found a demon out in a cave out past the property, and well, it killed Blythe.
Fox will nod with understanding, and without another word, she's gonna pull her horse in the direction of Valron and trot over that way.
What just
Not so good with the emotional part of people, okay?
So, Valorant, what's going on?
Seems some of my bad luck has started to spread around to those nearby.
What do you mean?
We were investigating some of the missing cattle around the ranch. Blythe was able to pin a couple of tracks back to a cave where some fiend was hiding out. We thought we got the jump on it, but it still had a trick or two up its sleeve. It let loose some sort of a spell or something. It hit Blythe. Man, I've never seen someone turn so twisted and sour before. Kid dropped cold. Didn't stand a chance.
That's a damn shame. I guess this is the hole for the boy.
Afraid I don't know much about him. Where he came from, who he's leaving behind. Figured this is the
whatever
least
he
I could
knows
do to
more
pay
than
my
I know.
respects. Damn kid only just rolled into town, too.
I hate that for the kid. But this is a dangerous place out here.
Don't suppose she mentioned anything about this in one of her readings?
Not to me. But then I tend not to have Fox do many readings for me. I've had enough bad things happen. I don't need to see them coming.
Seems bad things keep happening to good people.
I wouldn't know much about that. Here, let me help you. And I don't want to sound cold, but Maverick's got a job he wants us to do. We could use your help.
I appreciate taking my mind off of things for a spell.
And with that, Scratch grabs a shovel or just takes a turn with Valron digging a grave.
Valron will climb out of the grave and just start brushing some of the blood and dirt off of his person, just doing his best to wash some of it off in the rain.
Valron, you've got quite a lot of blood on your face.
A lot of it came off with the rain.
Yeah, it's damn near inside of the thing before it went down.
You do look a bit on the injured side.
Oh yeah, he looks
You
fucked
need-
up. But his adrenaline is still pumping right now.
Here, let me help you.
Because I believe Ryan's at 5 hit points?
5 hit points.
So, Scratch again pulls out that old-timey, injector needle thing. Says, just hold still 1 second.
That tingles a bit.
Yeah, you can feel like some of the more open wounds begin to close, and you can breathe a little easier.
It should help you out a little bit.
Appreciate it.
So, what are the rest of you doing right now?
Fox is gonna go over to Blythe's body and she's gonna cast Prestidigitation to kind of like clean him up a little bit, before his burial, like kind of get him ready for the end.
Yeah,
Time.
as you look at his body, like you go expecting to see like blood and like wounds and other things like that, and you see that he is untouched, but he is cold as ice.
Yeah, she's gonna like lay her hand on his head for a minute and like make sure his eyes are closed and just kind of sit there, and she's gonna chant, like a happy little blessing over him, and then wrap him up in, I don't know, linen or something that might be there.
Yeah,
If
they've got a sheet that to wrap him up in.
I feel like she'd be proficient in the burial rites type rituals.
Yeah, like how the sovereign host like handles burials. I mean, like you literally just watched how they do it.
We just went to a funeral, so yeah, it'd be, and speaking of which, she's going to. I don't have anything. Hold on, I'm debating something. Because he needs something to take with him. He needs
He needs something to pay the ferryman.
Yeah. I mean, I just have gold pieces. I don't have like any cool items yet to give him. So she's gonna take 2 gold coins and stick them over his eyes, like they do in other cultures. It might be weird for these people, but
Yeah. You're not from around here. It's cool.
I'm a little different than other people. So
Yeah, I mean, like, does Fox, is she a believer in the sovereign host, or would she have other
I feel like
religious
she
beliefs?
would have other religious beliefs than the norm.
So you can do what you please.
Yeah, so she's gonna take 2 gold coins and place them over his eyes, and that's their way of paying the ferryman, quote unquote.
What are Rebecca and Roger doing?
Rebecca is going, after hearing the news, because I think she would go up with Fox. She would go over to a nearby tree and just kind of lean against it, putting her back to the party. And just be alone for a minute.
What about Mr. Roger?
Roger's going to stay on his horse and just look at the body from up on high. Its expression emotionless at the moment.
ready for that. I'm literally like crying right now. I didn't even know Blythe.
How you feeling, Summer?
Huh?
How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Okay.
I couldn't listen to the song because that song makes me sad anyways. So
It's a really fitting song, okay?
if I would have played the song, I would have cried.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm
the song
good.
did it because I had it on really low in the background as everyone was talking, and I'm just like, I can't put words into it right now. I'm sorry.
I
Too much.
played like the first like 30 seconds, and I was like, nope, not nope.
I'm really excited to watch that back on the stream.
Oh,
Yeah, because as everyone was talking in the background, I was like, this is just perfect. This is so sad. It's
the drama.
the drama. This has been the most dramatic beginning to a campaign, Nick. Ah!
Honestly,
So
I have
Those
never-
are real stakes.
So you like it?
yeah.
Yeah. So
I
what was
don't
your
know.
original plan? Like, what were you hoping to get? Like, what?
I think he was expecting us all to be there for that fight, and then it probably would have been okay.
And he would have got one death ray off and killed any one of the party members.
Maybe.
Eh,
Like
maybe.
if
He
Fox,
did
if
40
Fox
points
is
of
there,
damage would have dropped anybody to 0 if we failed our save.
If Fox is there, there's no telling what could happen.
No, I know. I'm just
I
saying,
could
like
have
that's
saved them.
someone dead with a death ray at that level.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like if it doesn't hit, it's just a sack of hit points at that point, you know? Like,
So you're unconscious.
yeah, like it just kind of depends, you know? Like it's the 5 or more part that is the craziness, you know?
And I rolled a 6.
And you rolled a 6. You rolled 10 under. So, yeah.
Oh my god.
You were rolling so good before that.
Oh my god. You rolled 3 natural 20s and
Right?
like just like
and
oh
then my luck just ran out.
my...
Just
The
goes to
worst
show, don't
possible
waste your good
time.
rolls.
So Summer, hit me up with any ideas that you have.
I already hit you up with my idea.
I need to check my Discord.
Oh, damn.
You
Oh, you wanna
you
go?
even said that would be cool.
I mean, yeah, if that's what you want to go with, we'll figure. I could.
Hell yeah.
Don't know how
Can
we're
you
gonna
share-
make it work. I'm gonna have to think of something.
I think it would take a little bit, but I think
Like-
it could work eventually.
Yeah. I'll have to come up with something. I'll have to think about it.
Because like I don't know how you have the nature spirit thing working, but that could play a part in it.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you want to do, but yeah, we could definitely figure it out. Holy shit. Like when the two like you cast the pass without a trace spell, and I was like, dope, they're gonna be able to see it, they're gonna be able to go back and get help, it'll be great. And then you're just like, want to fight
We
it?
both decided, no, we can do it.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
we
I
got
was
this.
just like,
It's asleep.
and
What
I was
more
like-
is it gonna do?
I was like, okay, they definitely could take this thing, but
To be fair, I should have started out with spike growth.
whoo, sheesh.
Fuck.
Fuck, indeed.
I didn't even get to know Blythe, and I was so looking forward to like having conversations with him because I was like, he's gonna be a badass. He's gonna be like badass.
I was making notes about how Blythe like was lying about living a happy farm life, and I was like, oh, this is all just like conversation for later note stuff. I'm like,
Okay, so Longhorn Jack's funeral is on the 5th of Zarentir, and Blythe Langley died on the 6th of
The day
Zarentir.
after.
Zarentir is a bad month, okay?
1/3 of this year's days, people have died.
Who's going to die next? Except Roger. 'cause
Roger.
Roger is not going to die. Roger is
Roger.
not going to die.
Roger's gonna live forever.
He is.
If you're not a cleric, you can't stop me.
We can try though.
Rebecca will punch death. She'll do it. She's great.
Rebecca will. I've seen her do it before.
Mhm.
When she was
How, Ryan, has Valorant's eyes changed at all?
He's probably gonna keep them black at this point.
Like all the time?
Yeah, you know, why not? Bad things keep happening in his life, so he's just gonna start embracing it.
I don't know. I don't want to know how embracing it's gonna be. That'll be interesting. Oh my god. I don't remember the last time I killed someone.
So what were you saying about
That was
having
about an
fun?
hour ago.
Yeah.
I think Lucas was saying he was going to have fun this session. How'd that go?
Yeah.
It was all right.
It was not. I thought Toma would die.
Like I just didn't see them going into a demon lair and dying. I was just not.
I mean, I kind of feel bad because part of me is like, yeah, someone else's character died for once. But at the same point, I don't want to see Summer's character die.
No.
But Summer seems like okay with it. I feel like we're all less
Yeah.
okay with it than she.
Which is very scary because that means there's two of us that are like, yeah, sure, kill our character.
Let's kill our people.
I think this is the first time I've ever killed a character where Revivify wasn't even available.
Like we literally had nothing. Like I mean, even if I was there, like
You're literally not high enough level to cast
I
it.
could have done important to maybe change the roles, but other than that, that's.
I mean, that would have been the thing, right? But
Yeah.
or like
I could have done something, but no guarantees.
yeah, inspiration, like something.
Vicious mockery on the thing, so it would be
Yeah.
confused on that.
Who knows? Maybe they walk out of that cave and it just isn't there when they get back. You don't know.
I'm just glad we can all agree this was 100% Fox's fault.
Oh, definitely.
No, Blythe wouldn't
That's
agree with that.
Roger logic, right?
Is she properly
That's
on her?
Roger
No,
logic, yeah.
Roger blames himself.
No, I'm
That
just
poor young
kidding.
man was out there doing it by himself.
If Fox had properly done her foretelling, she would have been there, and they could have used her.
Okay, I just didn't draw cards
I mean,
that day for
I'm
death. I just
surprised.
figured we'd all have a decent night's sleep and make omelets and have a happy day. I didn't realize that it was going to be ominous and deadly. Like maybe I should have drawn cards in the morning like she usually does. But I was like, we had a rough day yesterday. Today's going to be fine.
I'm
It wasn't
surprised that no one
different.
blames Valrun for it.
He did his best.
I think Valrun blames
He-
himself.
He did
Oh, he
murder the
absolutely-
thing.
Valvin 1,000% is gonna blame himself for that. Yeah.
I mean, Valrun actually murdered the beast, but none of us were there to hear him say, "Yeah, let's take it on. We can do this." So we can't blame Valrun.
Well, you can.
And we're going to.
Scratch will.
No, Scratch doesn't really care.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Fox is fine, so we're good. No.
Oh my god. That
that was deep. That was intense. I wasn't prepared for that. Emotionally.
How are we ever going to accept somebody else into this group after this?
For real.
You
How
guys
do we
are
accept
barely
another person?
you guys are barely a group already. You guys are like barely get along as it is.
No, we're just trolling them. We don't even trust each other yet.
Clearly, this was a terrible idea. We're disbanding this adventuring party immediately.
I mean,
I'm
he's
sorry,
not wrong.
I can guess my cards now. Like maybe they're wrong. I don't know.
You were wrong. You said Blythe had a future.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, future of death.
Maybe Valron's judgment card was wrong. Maybe he picked the wrong path for his judgment. Okay?
Maybe you misled me.
I'm gonna listen to the song and cry some more, guys.
Damn.
So I just put in the Discord that's like the major inspiration for Scratch.
Is that the guy from
Clint Eastwood?
the
Clint
HBO
Eastwood.
show?
That's
Oh.
Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven.
I'm gonna watch Unforgiven. I don't remember a lot of these Western movies we reference.
It's an amazing movie.
Yes. That's the one with Morgan Freeman, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh fuck
And
yeah! I'm
Gene
watching
Hackman.
that shit.
Yes.
If you want to get in the mood for what this story feels like to me, yeah, go watch
Okay,
Unforgiven.
well, I'm gonna watch that tonight so I can understand more of who Scratch is, because honest, that's right. At least I'm his best friend for now. Maybe he likes Rebecca's omelets better. But
I had so many plans for Blythe.
we had so many plans for Blythe.
Wow.
He was gonna be an epic character. I just saw it all so well. Like I was like, he's
Oh
gonna be
no, I
amazing.
had great things planned for him.
Were they sad?
He's the first character Valorant opened up to about like his shit.
They got along. They understood
Well,
each
maybe you
other.
shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you
Right?
guys like had a moment on the porch, and then the next day, Blythe is dead.
Oh dang! So maybe Valorant shouldn't open up to people.
Yeah.
Like Valorant opened up to Blythe, and Valorant got the understanding that Blythe's childhood wasn't as good as he let on, and they bonded over that unknowingly, and then he's dead.
Don't connect with people. That's the moral here, kids.
Holy
Don't
shit.
tell people about your childhood. Got it.
That's what I'm vibing with.
There are still dark forces at work out there, apparently.
We got a question in the chat. Why is everyone dying? Thoughts?
Only one person. That's fine.
Person
Only one
died.
person.
Everyone,
We just all died spiritually.
to be
That's all.
I
fair,
mean,
everyone
I
in
tried to
Blythe-
kill Roger early with liver damage, but it didn't work.
Stop trying to kill Roger.
everyone with the last name Langley is dying.
Only all the
There's
ladies.
only one left.
There's
I'm
a-
sure we'll find
there
her
is
in
a,
you
time.
know.
there is a curse
We
on
can take
this
care of that.
family.
Maybe they just they just have a run of bad luck.
Somebody
Maybe
else is going to
Rebecca
run a
doesn't know her last
campaign,
name.
the last of the Langleys, and they're going to run a rebellion somewhere.
Rebecca.
And it's gonna be the sister at like 23 years old, and she starts a rebellion, and she just murders everyone in her path because she's had a hard life. Everyone she loved is dead,
10 is old enough to adventure, right?
and is only she's only 23 by then. You know, that's like 13 years to get her shit together.
And then there'll be a robot, like a magical warforged that comes back from the future to help save the girl so she can make it to 23 and start the rebellion.
There has to be, or she won't make it past the next 3 days. So that's as long as Langley's live.
God damn, we were even just talking about how like all of these like nice moments of Blythe learning from the Druid Circle, and
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
damn.
He was able to touch bases with Maverick on the whole nature spirit thing.
Yep. Oh my god.
Maybe that's one of the rules. You don't talk about the nature.
You can't
spirit.
talk about the
It's like
phase
Fight
or they
Club.
kill you.
Yeah.
You don't talk about druid stuff.
No, those are Agrimar rules. We don't have Agrimar rules here.
Apparently we do. Okay.
The rule is very simple. Don't share your backstory. When your backstory comes out, it means your story's over.
Right?
Oh God.
I mean, if
It's
that was
okay.
the case,
Rebecca
Julie would have
doesn't
been
know
dead
her
long
backstory.
ago.
Rebecca doesn't even know her name.
Rebecca doesn't even know if Rebecca is her name or not. So
Right, we
we'll
did
be fine with
Rebecca's
her for
story
one then.
on the first day. Oh man, session 4, huh? Wow.
Jesus, session 4, DM.
I would just like to say I have never been more hyped during an encounter than the one with the fiend.
That was intense. I'm not like I don't know if you guys heard me and Ryan's background, but
I
I was
did.
making all the sounds.
Opening up with 64 points in necrotic damage on the first roll? Yeah. Holy shit.
You critted on your first roll. Like you
I did
started
nothing
it out
close
too.
to 64.
Like you're like boom, natural 20 crit damage, oh yeah, like 23 points of damage, fuck you.
You rolled 2 nat 20s, Ryan.
Yeah, well, I just
You
died
crit
in
twice.
front of him.
Okay, my question is, if this is this week's, what's next week going to be for Miss Taven? I feel like someone's going to die.
Who's next on the chopping block? Have the hallelujah ready.
I mean,
okay,
clearly
guys?
Thule has to die. That way, just like all of Summer's characters are getting mowed down, right? Like,
Oh, we need Thule.
Legit, I kind of want Kevin to die. I want.
I don't worry. I'm sure it'll be Nari.
I can
Nice.
help with that.
Nari's already dead.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she can
yeah.
die for real.
She already died for real once.
Okay, like for fake then? I don't know.
I mean, to be completely honest, within her power, Tuli wouldn't let anyone die.
Well, just
For what it's
that,
worth, I don't
I'm
want
gonna
Rafal to
try.
die. Okay.
Kevin's just gonna die out of spite.
Out of spite,
Why are
yeah.
you wanting Kevin to die?
I want the drama.
Because then
Character
Callum would
development for
miss
Callum.
Kevin, and Callum would be very upset.
Yes.
And she wants to live with his
super
sadness.
villain Callum. That's why she does this.
Emo Callum.
She doesn't
You
want to
never know, it might
confront her
work.
feelings. So she's just like, well, I can't deal with this. Death is better than these weird feelings I'm having right now.
Oh, I have feelings. Guess I'll die then.
Guess I bet they'll die, you know? It's just
It does
okay.
explain why you're always fighting with Tuli.
No, we found out Kevin can kick Tuli's ass.
Oh, pretty
1000%.
I mean, as long as Tuli doesn't lose sight of Kevin, she might be able to win. I think that we should do a battle
That's
royale
really
between all the
hard.
Mistaven
That's
characters.
really hard to do.
No, I mean,
I
it's why
know.
you two are always bickering back and forth. It's like Kevin's like having feelings, therefore she has to take them out on someone.
I mean, basically.
Feelings of betrayal, mostly.
Well, even before then, they bickered all the time. I think it's because they're both too fucking stubborn.
To admit that they have feelings. I could see that. I'll ship it.
I can't
I
believe
just-
that Blythe is gonna die, and then y'all are just gonna be like, okay, bye.
Well, how the hell do we move on from
No, it makes sense, right? Like, it's just crazy, you know.
Roger doesn't even know Blythe, really.
No one did. That's the point. Like, it's actually not that weird to just be like,
It's
yep.
the Wild West. People die all the fucking time. Like,
Yeah, somebody
move
falls
on.
off a horse, you bury them, and you move on, right?
You
Like,
fall off 2 carts and you almost die. I mean, it happens.
It's still sad, okay?
Oh my gosh. From chat, we need a druid monk cattle rancher. Well, our druid just died.
So we're out of there.
So Roger, you got to start taking levels in druid.
All right. Let me try to rope some cattle. Oh shit, that's good.
Don't
Did you
tell
roll
me you just
another
rolled
natural
another
one?
natural one.
I did.
For the love
My
of God,
God.
you
Are
really
your-
need...
And then a
Maybe
5.
you need new dice.
Oh, it's
Okay,
because
let's
you
go to
took
a new
the
die.
crusher feat.
Let's also
That's another
look at some
5.
new
Let's
dice,
try
or
another
maybe,
die.
maybe you should roll online now. Let's try roll online for once. You know, it's been a long time since you did the Saiyan roll.
Oh, bovine. That's funny.
12, that's decent.
That is.
That would have failed that Constitution save for him to.
So-
You don't have any pluses?
Just for
No.
funsies, I rolled my d20. It's a 16. I would have made that save if I just rolled with my actual dice.
Coulda, shoulda,
God.
woulda.
I just rolled 4d20 in my hand, and all of them were below 10.
Oh my
Are you-
god.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Maybe
do the
you
same
need to do
thing.
like
Hold
a
on.
cleansing ritual on
1,
yourself,
2,
okay?
3, 4. Okay, here I go. I got an 18, a 14, a 9, and a 4. That's variance.
I don't have any dice with me.
Oh my god. Oh. I was so not ready for that. Like, I wasn't even ready for you to die.
And
When you said what was it at first, like 38 hits?
Yeah, like
30
at first I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh, I
fine.
just rolled the damage,
know.
we're good. And then I like read the rest of the paragraph and I was like, oh no. I was like, well, I can't tell her what this is after the fact, and then she'd be like, you should have fucking killed me. Like, Summer won't let me live this down. I gotta fucking kill her.
I would have just told you to just kill him.
I know. I was just like, because I looked at the save and I was like, okay, 16 is high. I was like, and I could have maybe been like, if you had rolled like a 10 or higher, I would have been like, I'm not gonna kill you outright. You know, like, I think I would have let you roll death saves at that point. But because you were 10 lower than it, I was just like, no, you're dead.
That's done. Don't worry, I can see in your face, Nick. You are not super happy about
No,
that.
I am not. I liked a lot
You
of the
were
stuff I had.
quiet for a while.
I was just like, I liked a lot of the stuff I had coming for Blythe. I liked Blythe's story. Like, I liked Blythe as a
You
character.
had plans, and you're like, oh no, you're
Man.
dead.
Yeah, because all of a
You're
sudden I
dead.
also had to be like, oh, they're gonna bury Blythe. They're gonna, they're gonna have to mourn Blythe before we move on. It's like I can't just go straight into okay, we're traveling. Like
You gotta give us a minute. This was unexpected.
oh my gosh, I was just like,
I think the only thing I'm upset about it is that Blythe's whole thing was to find the people that killed his father, and he
Yeah.
didn't get to do that.
no, and
Hey,
like
he
I'm not even
died
sure.
Killed both of his parents, burned down
Like,
everything
did
he
you
knew.
even tell Alice who it was? Like, cause like you never even learned the guy's name. You just kind of saw him.
Yeah, no. The only thing that he had in his mind when, after, when he realized that Alice saw their mother die was get her the hell out of there, and that was it.
Yeah.
Didn't tell her anything about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess so. Yeah, I guess Alice would have seen the man because she was watching from the window. So there's
Yeah.
that.
So don't
And
worry, we
that's
will
all she
avenge
knows.
her somehow. We'll avenge
I don't think
Blythe's
Alice is
entire
even
family.
aware that about the fate of their father, because Blythe saw, but I think he made sure that Alice did not see.
You did. She didn't know. You turned her away from it. But like she knows.
Alice is unaware of the fate of Blythe as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, as of right now.
Well, thank God she didn't die from that rattlesnake bite, because I hate to
Honestly,
I don't
there would
want
have been
her
no
to
one.
die.
All of the Langleys dead.
I mean, you could get those hippie dudes into it. I mean, they'd avenge life.
The regulators.
Yeah, the hippies, yeah.
Oh my god. Jeez. I can't believe that. Well,
we can't either. It's fine.
Yeah, we're in the same boat here.
that's a Western campaign. That is as old West as it gets right there, what just happened.
Tales old as
Oh my
time.
god.
Old West End.
It really is young, bit too big for his britches, and then dies because of it.
Yeah, the young gun is the one that died, right? Like, oh jeez. I'm so sad. Oh. Well.
All the notes I have on Blythe, I can just throw away now. But just, it's fine.
No, you shouldn't throw them away. You should take them out back and burn them.
That's appropriate. Send them to the skies.
That's for Rebecca's notes.
I just have to figure out what the fuck her dream means. She's like, "Here, Fox, you interpret this." I'm like, I don't know.
Legit,
I was gonna talk to Blythe about it because Blythe, might be, those things.
Blythe is a really bright kid with a really bright future. We should ask him.
Yeah, let's talk to Blythe. He'll know. Oh, he's dead. Oh, well, that can only mean good things for you, Rebecca. I'm sure.
Legit, I'm getting excited about some backstory, Rebecca. If that ever comes up, I'm excited.
Don't get excited because as soon as it comes out, you're dead.
Apparently.
Yep. That's the rule.
Well, Valrun lived. His backstory has come up.
All the way though.
It's just
I opened up about my backstory and I killed somebody else.
yeah, the people around him die when his backstory comes up.
So backstories mean death.
Actually,
Just be wary.
I just want to point this out to you, Ryan. Each time something has happened with your devil powers, you're the only one to come out of it alive.
I'm very aware of this.
It's fate.
Right?
Well, good
Valorant
news.
is convinced he's at fault for he's the reason why all these bad things are happening because the choices he's making.
Valorant's a bad omen.
And then you have Fox, whose dream is she has told no one about.
Yeah, with a fairy.
tell people about my dreams, okay?
She's like, oh yeah,
Scratch has other things in mind.
I might be special, but I'm not going to tell anyone.
I'm very humble, okay? I'm busy trying to
Plot twist.
interpret Rebecca's dreams instead of my own.
Plot
this
Trying
is
to
a
figure
friend.
out how to find, Stardust to make a wish to maybe bring Blythe back one day. I don't know.
Oh, that is a thing.
That is a thing that I did not think of until right now. That would 1000%.
That
Technically,
instantly, I was like, how
I'm
do I
as a
find
dungeon
Stardust?
master, I'm going to tell you right now, 1000% would work.
because it literally says, when the fires burn low, throw Stardust into the embers and make a wish. I will grant it.
Yeah,
And she
so I'm like,
essentially gave you the wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware, so I'm like, well, how would I find Stardust? And would Fox be completely, wanting Blythe? Did she know Blythe well enough to want this? I'm not sure on that because she only just met Blythe, because perhaps I might need to save it for someone she really cares genuinely about, and I'm not sure yet. So either way, I had to find Stardust to blow into embers. Charles, you're very...
Roger's really clumsy. He might fall into a fire at some point.
For the
Are you
love
saying
of
you're
God,
Stardust?
you're not dying.
You're
What if-
not
what if, like-
actually a star, Roger. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this might be a stretch, but it's a bit of a theory. What if the Stardust refers to the dragon shards?
It could potentially. I
It
have yet
could.
to
I don't
interpret
have
my
any
dream.
like.
What if it refers to Dragon
I don't
Balls?
have any like
What
substance
if it just
behind that, but it's a
refers to
possibility.
sand because we all came from stars?
Yeah,
Not
technically
me. I'm
everything's
not a star,
Stardust.
apparently.
Everything came from stars, Lucas. You can't deny that.
You just said I wasn't.
What
Yeah.
if
Not a star, but you came from stars.
it's the amulet you were given that is Stardust?
I could not learn that to figure that out.
I could tell that
I'm
you were
attacked.
thinking about giving it to Blythe when you buried him.
I did genuinely. I was like, that's the only unique thing I have, but she can't give it away to a kid she doesn't know.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh.
what's the name of the god? The what?
Wait, the what?
That like the whole burial thing, giving it to
Oh,
someone to pass on.
It's I shorthanded it as the ferryman, but it does have a name.
Which I've always, heard coins on the eyeballs, so I feel like that's a fair debate.
Because whatever it is, I guarantee you Blythe didn't believe in it. So
Oh, it's called the Keeper, is the name of the god that you have to bribe to make it to Dolora.
Yes, I literally just have starting equipment, so I'm like, none of this is useful. Here's some gold pieces. Like, I'm sorry. And you have the dagger that Balrog gave you that didn't help you in your final hour. But it's a dagger, so there you go.
Yeah, you have to throw Jin Urso into the fire.
I mean, if that's what it takes, sure. Because as great as my idea for a backup character, I am a little bit sad that Blythe is dead, but it's okay because my idea
You're
is
only a
even
little
better.
bit. We're all devastated, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Oh man. Well, shit.
Well, that was fun. We had some interesting dreams and then death. So
Yeah, just
there was an
death
omelet
really
involved.
Death really
kind
does
of
put a damper
overshadowed.
on everyone's moods. So
I'm gonna need another drink after this, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't even get
you
to
died.
wild shape outside of his training. Damn.
You didn't. You never got to wild shape. Oh my
No,
god.
because my whole idea
my
was that
God.
take someone with him to Mr. Sher's ranch. He was gonna take Valrun, honestly, and then tell Valrun wait out here. He's gonna wild shape, survey it, and then go back.
Oh my god.
The druid who never got to wild shape. We'll put that on your tombstone.
Wow.
That's so sad.
That's so sad. Oh my god.
You literally died too young. You never got to wild shape.
You like just leveled up. You're like, oh Nick, I'm so excited about leveling up. Ah.
Well, Nick, I love being alive. It's like my favorite thing.
Oh my god.
Who knew life would be so much fun? Oh, never mind. Well,
How the hell are we supposed to get your new character in?
I have no idea, man.
that's your job, DM.
Unless
You murdered
it's
her.
like divine intervention type shit, literally. Because you never told me where they are. You just said that Blythe got sent in, and that was it.
Yeah, like you're away from them, you know? Like
Are they still in the forest?
yeah, like they're hanging out and you were sent on your journey.
Wait, he went to Amarillo by himself?
Yeah, you're 15. Like this was your like whole like big like yeah, he's going on his first adventure thing.
Yes, you know, maybe that's a testament of the buddy system.
That's a long way.
I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
at the
Our
map.
buddy
That's a
system was
long way.
bullshit because
Blythe-
Valorant survived and
Blythe
Blythe
was
did.
going a long way, and he didn't even get to where he was going technically.
His technical final destination was Greywood.
Just told you that. I was literally sending Maverick to go get you. Fuck.
So on your deathbed, we've made a pact to go to Greywood. This is fine. This is fine.
You don't even know what he was going there for.
We didn't know, but what are the chances we all decided to go to Greywood as you died and we bury you?
Valorant heard you mention the wells drying up, and he thought it was something to do with the fiend in the area, so he paid attention to that bit, but I don't know what it means or what it was like what you know about it. I just overheard just that little snippet. That's it.
That's literally the only thing I have on my notes.
Yeah, that's all he knows is that Blythe asked the mayor about
Wells going dry.
And
wells
the mayor
going dry,
said,
and now they're both dead.
and the mayor said, I heard something about Greywood. Oh, fuck.
So the lesson is don't ask or talk about Greywood, apparently.
Or anything. Apparently this campaign is cursed. Oh my god.
We're all gonna die. I did not see this in the cards. I'm not even gonna
I
lie.
can't kill Roger.
We're not going to let Roger die.
Like,
We're-
Roger's-
Roger will be the
Roger's
only
gonna
one
be the
who
one that
lives through
lives.
everyone else's death.
Yeah.
I think we've reached the point where we all actively have to sacrifice ourselves so Roger lives.
Yes, yes. His character will just live through everyone's deaths over and over again, and Roger will be the one who remains.
Oh my gosh, Ben, like you wrote that little like Roger rides away thing, and for a second I thought that was Lucas typing.
I did too! I was like,
Oh my god, I didn't even read that. I thought that was Lucas too. I was like, wait, did he just kill himself?
I just
Roger
felt like
doesn't
it
own
was
a gun.
going on.
Hey, nobody, thanks for following. That's right, I said what I said. Let's move on. Oh my god.
we all know you're trying to kill yourself, Roger, but you have to stay alive. We've decided we will sacrifice all the characters necessary so Roger can tell our stories. You're welcome.
I'm still rolling really poorly over here, so I'd
That's
like
fine.
to try.
You can roll poorly. We will sacrifice our bodies for you.
You haven't been rolling poorly for Agrimar, have you?
No, just Roger.
I have. I don't do anything that requires me to roll.
Oh, that's why you're always like, you make a save, I'm not rolling.
Toll the dead. You roll a wisdom
Yeah,
save.
told the dead. He
I
doesn't
ain't
have to
doing
roll
shit.
anything.
I do. The only thing I roll for is damage, either spiritual guardians or toll the dead. Otherwise, I don't have to do anything.
I realized literally like Wednesday, I was thinking about Mist Haven session. I was like, wow, Tuli almost fucking died. She almost got dropped into lava.
I get
Yeah.
Only almost. Yeah, no, just dragged by a drake. No big deal.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Tuli would have been
Gone
deader
for
than
dead.
dead.
And then Kevin's
Especially
like,
when
she's fine. I'm going to turn around and not help her.
And then
Well, I mean, she
Rafal's
had
just
it-
like
she
fighting
had
3
it under
dragons at
control.
once.
It was good fun.
And now we have to do what? We have to talk to the Oracle.
Now
and
we have
it's
to talk to the
obviously
Oracle.
crap.
Honestly, we have no
Well, first
fucking
we-
clue what's gonna happen.
First,
next.
we have to talk to Larice.
Yeah.
Then
Just
we have to do the
decide if you're
Oracle
there for your
trials.
betterment, your benefit, or benevolence.
I literally had a dream on
Benevolence?
my answer, and I'm like, I need to write this down. That was a good answer.
I thought it was knowledge.
Mine
Quick
is. I
question.
think mine is easy. Like mine's for my benefit. Like I need to help you guys, so you'll help me.
Oh, okay.
This is directed towards the individual, right? It's not like
No, definitely the
betterment of
what
everyone else.
do you think you are there for? Why are you there to see the Oracle?
Wait,
All
so
three.
it's betterment,
Just say it this
benefit,
way.
or benevolence, right?
Benefit,
True understanding.
betterment,
is, I
or
think,
true
what you get.
understanding?
I'm gonna go get a drink. BRB.
Okay, and this is what we're going to ask the Oracle after we get through the.
No, that's what
No.
that's the only thing we know that the Oracle is going to ask us. Is we're going to have this question we have to answer to it. Be
Actually,
able to see her, I think.
I think we have to answer that before even doing the trials.
Gross.
See, I'm seeking true understanding to better myself to benefit the world.
We have a really long answer, so I'm not going to share it with the world yet.
TBH, Kevin just wants this over and done with.
So then that would be for her betterment, benefit, right?
I think so.
To get it out of the way, she would benefit from that.
Yep. Fuck. Someone's
I
going
think I have my answer for it. Yeah.
The way that Ryan just laughed does not give me a lot of confidence.
And no, it definitely doesn't.
That's the oh, I got some shit. Are the
Oh, I
trials
don't
going
doubt
to be
it.
physical, or are they going to be psychologically breaking? Like, how will this break
Aren't
us?
both of those your low stats for Kevin?
Yes, it's true, but I want to know which one will be worse. Or fuck, I don't know.
I mean, I think both are great for character development.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I do not feel happy
Rachel?
right now.
Hey, Rachel.
What?
I found something just for you. I'm putting it in Discord right now.
Okay, wait, hold on. I did not say that word. Okay, I did not say it during this session. Okay.
No daddies for Rachel.
True, you didn't.
God damn it.
Ah.
That's perfect.
I love it. Yes.
The ways of the internet are strange, but it led me there, so.
I mean, to be fair, it had nothing to do with daddy, so that was just super ironic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like your
I don't-
subconscious knowing we like to fuck with you,
I was
but we
gonna say, I
didn't
wasn't
even
going
decide.
there. I didn't even imply I was going there.
Let's see. Chat says true understanding seems like a trap. This is how you go insane.
It's all a trap. Let's be real.
I've been saying that since the beginning.
We know it's a trap, but
we
you still
need-
have to have an answer.
I mean, to be fair, nobody had to go with Thule.
Yes, we did, because we're curious.
And Thule's
Split up
curious.
the party.
We've seen how well splitting the party can go.
I tried to split the party, and everyone's like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, well, guys, we're
We
capable
can't do
now.
that to Ryan, yeah.
But I'm curious how well we would handle it, because I think we would be okay. But maybe not in this campaign when we're only 3 sessions in, but like the other campaign where we're like 3 years in, I think that'd be okay.
You know, maybe if we survive the Oracle's trials, the sewers, we'll never have an issue being in there again. It'll be so easy.
I
Yeah,
just
but
wanted
then
to go to the
don't we have
sewers.
to go
I
to
want
hell?
everyone to remember that about hell and the Oracle. The sewers were my choice.
I honestly thought that we were going to the sewers, and then everyone was like, "No, Oracle." I'm like, "Oh, Oracle. Okay."
I mean, we're level 13. It's time to do some crazy shit.
Let's do it.
I mean, we're
Level 13,
essentially.
time to kill some rats in the sewers.
You mean taking out a cult wasn't crazy shit?
No. Who was the cult?
The Golden Lotus. What?
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
But they were the
There's
good
just
guys.
been a lot happening that did not come up immediately. Because okay, here's how I look at it. The Golden Lotus is like Harry Potter, Harry winning Quidditch, and now we have to go face off Voldemort. So I mean,
I just wanted to go to the sewers and look at ruins.
Okay, look,
I viewed the
The
Golden Lotus as like
Raffle-
the Death Eaters.
the Raffleganger was like Voldemort. Like, that guy was
He's
That
still
guy was
there,
something else.
guys. It's not was still there. He's still there.
Like,
We
so
did
the-
not murder him.
the
We'll get to hell
Raffleganger
eventually.
is definitely, yeah. I have some
No,
questions for that Rakshasa.
You
Well,
think
no,
he'll
I'm
actually
just-
answer them?
maybe.
I don't.
If you ask nicely.
We'll just steal his soul so I can eat it because you know what, guys? I'm running low on souls and I'm hungry.
See, this is why we need to go to hell. I'm fine with you
I
eating
don't-
all the souls you want in hell.
They have to be humanoid apparently because I tried to eat the dragons and that wasn't a go. So let's go to, let's just
I mean,
murder
the
some
Raffleganger
random
The
It's a
elemental
sewers.
soul.
is so we have Severus DeVere's soul in the Heartstone. Is he humanoid?
Yeah, I can eat him. I just haven't yet because I'm just not sure how eating a celestial is going to affect me. So I've eaten all the hags
true.
and the rat folk, fine, but I'm like, I'm iffy on eating Severus. It just seems sketchy.
The last thing we need is another character dying next week.
I mean,
Amen. I
I always have Phelan to fall back on, guys.
Honest to God, I don't have any backup characters. I come in here praying that I don't die. I don't have a single backup character.
I'm with
Matter
you on
of
that
fact,
one. I make backup characters when I need a new character.
Yeah, I've refused. Like, I don't have a backup character for Rafal. Like,
I
fuck
don't
that
make
noise.
backup characters.
No way, Rafal is going to live to the end, or I don't know if I would want to continue playing the campaign if Rafal
Phelan's
dies.
Nari's technically my backup character for Phelan. So Phelan's there, but Nari was always my backup
I mean,
character. and
if you put it that way, technically Rafal was my backup charecter for
yeah, see, so
Bickerstaff.
Rafal is your backup, so
But,
you
like,
still have Bickerstaff.
I don't know if I don't know if I would even want to keep playing Misthaven if Rafal died, though. I'd just be like,
Rafal's not gonna die.
I'd just be like, oh, fuck this. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Let's
Like,
be honest, there's
essentially for
so many
Rafal to
people that
die.
would die for Rafal before Rafal could die that it won't happen. So
Yeah,
I mean, even
legit,
if
the entire
Rafal dies
party would
and it's
have to
within
be
100
nerfed.
years, I'll just
I mean,
revive him. It's not
killed.
a big deal.
Rafal's not gonna die. You have two good, even though we're all shitheads and we murder people all the time, we would still sacrifice ourselves for you, whether you like it or not. So Rafal won't die.
It's
Yeah,
true.
you guys are like invincible.
Mhm.
It's fine.
No. I never said
No,
that.
we're not
definitely not
invincible.
invincible. We would just sacrifice
We'd
ourselves for
we'd
Rafal.
be meat shields for Rafal.
Just
Definitely.
Rafal would be the last to die. Except
Exactly.
except that Rafal literally
Just
had a
because Khalees
rapier
pissed
through
off at
his
him
his
does not mean
throat.
she won't save him.
Literally had a rapier through his throat in the last fight.
And he
Oh
survived,
my
so he's
god,
fine.
yeah. Marauder wrecked your shit.
Yeah.
Kevin was legit ready to just throw
To be
down
fair,
her
though, I was
everything and
also
just-
wrecking his shit back. Until he went
True.
invisible, I was winning that fight.
I mean, you still caught him when he was invisible.
I know. He just got me good. He got me good once. I was going toe to toe with that motherfucker.
We've had some pretty intense weeks these last few weeks. Let's just be real.
Mm-hmm.
Paladin went toe to toe with a rogue.
Yeah, after fighting all the other rogues, and that rogue is fucking Jarlaxle.
And an explosives expert.
Oh man.
I'm the foremost expert in almost killing myself.
Well, not with Roger, because we're not going to let you kill Roger. Roger is going to be alive. You're going to die.
Do we? I mean, besides Scratch, is there anybody with healing?
I will
Oh,
in
Lord.
like 2 more levels.
Two healing.
Yeah, 2 people just got health potions. We're fine.
2 health potions, 5 people. What could go wrong?
We're practically gods.
Don't tempt
I mean,
the
at this
GM.
level. I mean, I don't think the GM would want to kill us after
Look,
this.
that Catoblepas has been in that cave since day one. So
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Well, yeah, you
I
gotta
remember
remember,
going over that with Nick.
like Valron, found out that the cow was dead and just buried it and didn't think anything else of it.
he
My
was
rolls
like,
were so shit to investigate why it died.
he was just like, yeah, maybe we just don't go out that way. You know, maybe you guys just stay in town for a little bit. It's cool.
I got some weird vibes, but it's fine.
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe it was all because of the rocks inside of the mine. Maybe
Yeah,
the mine was just close enough. But no.
And then Blythe looks at the body. She's like, no, a fucking demon did this, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, Blythe is like, what Blythe looks
Maybe
at
natural
Valron is like,
causes.
dude.
She looked up to Valron until that instant.
God, like, Blythe had the, like, what happened to Blythe is probably what happens to so many, like, quote-unquote heroes. Like, that was like, Blythe was like, it's my turn to be a hero. I'm going to defeat this demon. Dead.
Dead in 1 hit. Not even a hit.
Oh,
The cat bleepus gave him the stink eye.
God, like,
And he died.
I just, like, looked at its stats. I was like, this has a range of 30 feet. You put yourself deliberately within 30 feet. And I was just like,
That was the only spell I could use that didn't have concentration on it.
yeah, and I was just like,
And it wasn't even a spell, it was a cantrip.
yeah, and then you were like, when you pointed out the difficult terrain thing, I was like, oh, well, it stood up. That means it only has 15 feet of movement. That means it can, like, it can't even, like, get 5 feet into this shit. And so I was like,
I was even second guessing myself. I was like, you know what, maybe 35 feet, and then I'll just drop Pass Without Trace and cast a different spell. And I was like, no, it's fine.
Even, like, taken a step back after you did your spike growth or something, you know?
Didn't
Like, you
think
had,
about that.
because you had your movement, you know? And it was just like, oh, God.
See, my thought process was like, okay, this thing is big. Maybe it's slow. I'll be fine.
That was okay. One of the reasons why I was like, okay, this is actually gonna be cool because like you guys have guns, you outrange it, right? It has to get close to you. It has to squeeze through those little spaces and stuff like that. I was like,
Literally,
this could work.
All of Blythe's spells were like 90 plus feet range. So.
Oh no. Oh man.
But I was like, oh, if somehow like we can still take it by surprise, like hide with Pass Without Trace, that would have been fine. So I got close enough to hit it.
Turns out it had a death ray.
I mean, none of us saw that coming. Who thought the hippopotamus dinosaur cow creature had a death ray?
I did.
Catoblepas is a cool creature.
Nick and I talked about that creature before I was even part of the campaign. I was helping Nick build it.
Yep, that was one. That encounter was one of the first things.
We spent 2 hours trying to find a creature to go into that cave.
Yeah, because I had the kyber crystals. I was like, I need something that these are attracting, you know?
What eats cows?
I think we're like, oh, what's got the coolest set of abilities? Oh, this one's really cool. It's got a death ray. Let's put that in there.
Well, and I was like, yeah, this would eat a cow. Like that was exactly the reason I like wanted it. I was like, what was in my brain? I was like, what's the closest thing to chupacabra? That's like what I wanted.
Yeah, and then if you look at the monster description, it
Nice.
says that it's
Good
like
night,
it eats
Ben.
cattle and
Not
stuff.
everybody.
Night, Ben.
Fuck.
So you just wanted to murder us. That's what I'm hearing, DM. You just
I
No,
mean,
I
it was
wa-
still a really
monster.
cool
I
fight.
think we set that up to murder other people because I think Brian was supposed to be the only person in the campaign.
Well, we should have
Very
had your other party members here so we could murder them all and carry on with our lives.
I know, Ryan. I did it. Oh my god.
Life was so how is it the youngest person in the entire party died?
He was just a baby.
He was a baby. He didn't know.
His stats were so good.
They were so
Oh my god, they were so good.
Oh
he was
no.
they were
This
the
is
I finally got my
anyone
charisma
that-
up high enough where I didn't have a -1 to it.
Anyone out there, this is a lesson
he was gonna
for
run towards this vision.
this
The
is a lesson for
chupacabra hippo
anyone out
got
there.
away.
Doesn't matter how good you roll on your stats, doesn't matter how much you min-max your character, you could still just die.
He never
Yep.
got to develop his telepathy.
The chupacabra hippo
You
got
didn't
in his
even get to
way.
use it. Oh man.
legit. It got real. Like, fuck.
With one roll.
Mhm.
Oh!
Things got real in that Catoblepas cave.
But it's dead now.
It's dead now.
And now, Mr. Armin Hart doesn't have to worry about things killing his cattle.
All
He doesn't
things
have to
to
pay his
blood.
Yeah,
wages
he
for the
doesn't
week
have to
either.
kill any extra ranch hands.
You're welcome, Mr. Hart.
Yeah, he doesn't
Life
have any ranch hands now.
sacrificed himself for your life, and you didn't even have to pay him yet.
Well, he doesn't have to play Valorant anymore either, because Valorant's a deputy, so at least he's saving money.
He
The fun-
that
he's,
was
you know-
he's living
banned-
his best life.
The kind of funny thing, right, is that Blythe got hired. The mayor said that he would pay Blythe. The mayor dies, then Blythe dies.
Yeah, that's true. Like, Armin's probably like, is it me? Are we cursed? Like, something's going on in this town. Oh, God.
Okay, I need to go work for the Hart Ranch then.
Roger, you're not
going to
dying. You go
Hart-
back to your theater, okay?
Go to the feather.
The feather.
I can't believe I misspelled that. Oh, man, that's funny. I'm going to have to fix that.
No, don't fix it.
Okay, I
Make it
won't.
a-
Believe it.
It's how they spell it in the kingdom. That's
It's
that's
canon
You know,
It's
the hidden
canon now.
H's.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
I feel so bad. Oh man. The drama was good though, huh?
Oh, the drama!
It was
I
great.
love the drama.
There was all the drama and the omelet.
The crunchy
The
omelet.
crunchy omelet. Oh.
I forgot.
We were
to
just
tell
trying to
everyone.
live a happy life.
When Roger was trying to fix the curtains, I rolled a natural 1 on my tailoring check.
That's why Alma's just like,
Of
no,
course.
please, just take him. Just get him out of here.
Don't feed him crunchy
I'm
omelets,
serious.
please.
He is a cursed character.
He
All
is
of our
not
characters
going
are
to
cursed.
die. Because I want to see that backstory, man. I want to see you get that revenge. Are you interested in
Yeah.
And if Blythe
I wanna-
can't get his
honestly-
revenge, Roger better get his, okay?
I just want to see like Fox, Roger, and Valorant just kill Luciano.
Right?
I feel
Just
so
triple
bad
tap
because
him.
like Blythe was the only one that wasn't attached to Luciano, and it's just like, yeah, like I kind of wish I want to tell Summer about like her bad guy. It's just like
Oh, you
oh
should totally do it.
no,
Sorry.
can't.
Oh,
He has a name. She doesn't know it.
uh, That's also a thing that scares me sometimes about a character dying, is that you won't know afterwards. Oh god.
You'll never know.
All right, I'm gonna give one more roll for Roger before I go to bed.
Okay, you gotta do
Do
a
it in the
sand
open.
scream, though.
Goddamn natural 4.
You didn't do the
Okay,
sand
at least
scream.
it's not a
All right, here we
natural
go.
one.
I feel like that
7.
scream wasn't 100% in there. You
Seven?
need to try it
7?
then.
Your heart wasn't in
Was that
Oh.
17?
My son is sleeping. I can't do it loud.
it.
Well, that's not too bad.
I have an idea. No murder.
Again?
I no longer have an idea.
Not rolling really hot.
I have. Blythe was a really big part of going to Greywood. Like a really big part of it. Oh no.
You
Oh,
did
it's
this,
easy, Nick.
DM.
You just put.
Did this.
I did not.
put-
That thing was asleep. They saw it while it was sleeping. They chose to attack it. I did not make that choice.
Keep telling yourself that, man.
That is what I'm going to tell myself.
What, you mean poking the sleeping bear in its cave was a bad idea?
Bear would have been easier to kill.
Bears don't have death rays. These are fantasy
Or do
bears.
Fantasy bear with a laser rifle.
Oh.
I mean, let's be honest. If Roger was there, he would have died first for that death ray.
He would not have died.
You
No, I'm
could've-
just saying, like, he
here's
has
the
to get up and
scenario,
punch
right?
things.
Like, there's a very likely scenario where that gets shot at like Scratch or at Rebecca, and they make the save and they take half damage, and like, yeah, it's like half their HP, and then the thing never recharges. Like, that's a possibility in that fight, you know. So like,
Well,
it's
right,
just
but I'm
like-
saying, like, if
yeah.
Roger, like, if we find it, Roger is the fastest, and he can't do anything from range.
But like that's even possible, right? Like you make the save, you take half, and then it never recharges, right? Like that's easily how that fight could go.
What was
Yeah.
half the damage you rolled, Nick?
34.
34.
The original
so
damage was,
17. Half would
Oh,
be
okay.
17.
Yeah.
Like that's not that much, you know? Like you make that save, and then the thing never recharges, and then it just goes down like a bitch, you know? Like, but that's not how the dice shook out. Like, that's just how save or suck is sometimes. I didn't realize save or die was still in the game. I thought they took that out.
Well, death ray is meant for a much higher party.
Then why is it a CR 4 or 5? That's what
Because
I
you're
wanna
supposed to put it against a higher party with other things, like it's a pet to something else, and it starts shooting out death rays.
There's no proper way to run anything.
No, there's no proper way. But
I think
that the
it
design
looked like
is
a
supposed to
creature
be-
that lived in a cave.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense, right? If
It
there's
stinks. It
people
looks
that
like a
have less-
boar. It looked like it'd make a den or something somewhere, and then it'd go eat cows. You know, like that's what I
Dragon
thought.
shards?
Yeah, like right next to the dragon shards because they attract those fiendish things. I was like, this all makes sense. Verisimilitude. It's very important to me. It has to make sense. Oh, poor Blythe. 15 years old. Too young.
So young. Like I
I'm
just. There's so high hopes in her cards, in his cards, and now I'm about to do another reading for another stranger.
The funeral was
Honestly,
good. Though.
I'm-
You guys did a good job with the
It
funeral.
was a good funeral. I cried.
Well, dang that music though, like good on.
You need to set the ambiance for things like this, okay?
It's true. I think it made the difference. That was a really good one to get right away. Dang.
Gotta have the silent image thing.
Even
I
just
want
like
those gifts.
Scratch coming over and helping like dig the grave and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and then like you putting the gold coins on his eyes and stuff. Like, oh man.
I legit like I was contemplating, so between my trinket and the Knight of Swords, I was gonna put that tarot card, but then I wouldn't have a complete tarot deck, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. But the Blythe will always be the Knight of Swords in my eyes.
That's okay. I
Always.
think with the gold coins and the dagger from Valron, he'll be good.
Yeah, if not, he could just stab the ferryman.
Or
Run
just
away
come
with
back
the
to
swamp.
haunt you all, right? You know, like,
Either or.
oh my god. Damn. I'm going to be thinking about this all night. God. Yeah, Summer, you're going to have to hit me up with some quick character decisions.
I mean, we could talk about it right now. I
Yeah.
have so much shit
Do you
that
want,
I've thought about this in so much detail.
you want to talk about it off stream? Yeah, we can. Hold on, let me turn off the stream here. All right, good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, stream.
Good night.